He's got a great arm, but at the same time, he can take off and run. He can make you miss. He's 6'3", 190. So he's a good-sized kid back there. And, I think going in, they thought, they were going to have a hard time replacing some of these receivers because they had lost them all. But I believe the Andrews kid. But, when you watched them on film against Waynesville, the new guys have stepped right in.
As far as what it's going to take to win the ball game tonight, Coach Joel Wyatt gets right to the heart of the matter as far as West Plains is concerned.
But the main thing is, if Glendale scores, we've got to answer with a score, or if we get the ball, after a change of possession or turnover, we've got to answer with either a score or a long drive to chew up some clock.
It should be entertaining. It always is when the Zizzers play the Falcons, and we'll have the kickoff coming up in just a little bit. A reminder, next week's game, the home game with Hillcrest, will be played on Thursday night. That's because of a shortage of officials, and so West Plains will play Hillcrest next Thursday night, and we'll have that game here on KDY. We'll have more about this week's schedule of games and more as we get ready for the kickoff. Paul Knight joins me in just a moment, and that wraps up our Zizzer pregame for this evening. It's Zizzer football at Springfield Glendale coming up next on KDY.
This has been the pregame show on Hot Country KDY. Stay tuned. Zizzer kickoff time is coming up next on your home for the Zizzers, KDY.
A broken magic wand just after turning the temps up is not something I anticipated. Now I am melting. I should have ordered a GeoComfort geothermal system instead of wasting money on a wand that hasn't worked in weeks. Staying comfortable wouldn't be a problem then.
Butler Heating and Air and GeoComfort can help. Call Butler Heating and Air in West Plains now for a free estimate on a GeoComfort geothermal system. Butler Heating and Air, your authorized GeoComfort geothermal dealer.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedics and Spine, visit ozarkshealthcare.com.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY. West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Zizzer Coin Laundry, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Lock and Key, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, USA Mortgage West Plains, Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet Buick GMC, along with Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby, SMP Quality Auto Glass, TLG Peterbilt, Pepsi Mid-America. Also brought to you by Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, Ozarks Healthcare, by Ozarks Hills Realty, Century 21, Monty's Outdoors, Long Electric, J&J Recovery, Hawkins Home and Lawn, Edgeler and Harper, Don's Auto Service, Current Incorporated, Captain D's, Butler Heating and Air, by Bureau, Ground Furniture and Appliance, Bailey Chevrolet, Pontiac GMC, and by Assurance Realty.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Knight. It's a away game. I'm on the air tonight along with Harlan Hudson. And Harlan, last week the Zizzers were at home. They took on a team that really didn't think they would be very good, but Bolivar gave the Zizzers all they wanted for the entire ball game.
It really, to me, looked like two teams
Struggled moving the football, but they also put it on the ground, 4 times?
Four times.
First half had an interception. So one of the times they put it on the ground, of course, it was picked up by the other team. But one of the things that you got to do in high school football or any football level, whatever you play in, is you got to get your most improvement is between week 1 and week 2. So tonight the Zizzers need that improvement to show, because Glendale's a pretty good football team, as they showed last week against Waynesville.
We showed that we could run the ball last week, especially out of that staggered I formation, the fullback leading. So wouldn't be a surprise to see more of that tonight, give Heston Miller a few more chances with a lead blocker, and the same thing goes for the other running backs. And I thought Jesse Hudson just looked dynamite the other night running the football, so he'll get some shots tonight. But you referred to the defense, and West Plains' two linebackers I thought had really good games last week, Quincy Doolittle and also Alex Judd.
Yeah, Alex Judd played awfully well as a sophomore, stepped up and played well in that inside spot.
He did a really nice job. He made some plays back-to-back early in the ballgame. And Quincy Doolittle is really, he's not very big, but, boy, he is quick to the football, so he'll be around it. But tonight, we will probably get as many miles backpedal. To make them show they can stop it and hold on to the ball and eat some clock.
Well, I know in the pregame, the Zizzers were running out of a double tight with a flanker, basically a 9-man offensive line with a quarterback and two running backs. So it'll be interesting. The Falcons are going to receive the opening kickoff. The Zizzers will kick off. And let's see, that end zone is would that be the west end zone? West end zone, they're going to defend the west
you're
end
right.
zone. West, this goes east to west.
That's pointed toward Joplin, I think.
Yes.
Well, good luck to us following the Glendale non-numerical in order roster here.
Yes, non-numerical order, no table. So, folks,
we got a table.
It's coming.
It's here.
Yeah.
We just need a timeout to set it up.
We need a timeout to set things up, or a quarter. Or an injury. Let's don't hope for that. No, don't hope for an injury.
Alex Clifford is the deep receiver, and West Place will kick the ball away, and we're ready to start here in Springfield. And here's the approach by Chase Larson, and here is Paul Knight with the play-by-play.
Larson to kick it away. It's a high one, and it's going to go down to about the 8-yard line, 7-yard line. It's picked up there by one of the Falcons, which their roster is not in numerical order, so we'll have to wait and look. That's number 11, which I have no idea who that is, except I found him. That's Alex Clifford.
That is.
Alex Clifford takes it back to the 31-yard line. It's a clean play, no flags on the play, and we got a 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 31.
Remy Wilson made a good play turning that kick in because that had potential for a much bigger play.
Zizzers in the white uniforms, trimmed in black and red. The Falcons in the baby blue tonight with the white trim. Back at quarterback is their All-American, what they think is number 16, Cole Furbacher. He's got ties to West Plains. Furbacher, senior, takes a snap, looks left, turns back to the right. Pressure up the middle, and he's going to run, and he's got a lot of room. Furbacher slides down at the 45, lets a pick up of 15, and that's a Falcon first down on the very first play.
West Plains decided to try and blitz him on the first play of the game, and they got a little spread wide, and Furbacher can run it. He's in danger with his legs.
Furbacher, the quarterback, number 16, a 3-year starter. Glendale known for their quarterbacks. Furbacher, a 3-man rush this time, throws it over the middle on the slant. It's caught by number 11, who will have to look him up. Oh, that's Alex Clifford. We're going to remember that. Clifford picks up about 5. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 to go.
Alex Clifford and Wyatt Andrews are going to be the two names you're going to hear as far as their wide receivers are concerned.
5 wideouts, 3 left, 2 right. The quick slant on an inside play. There's a holding play. Nice hit there by the inside linebacker. Or that wasn't a linebacker. That was a defensive lineman. That's number 62. That's Raiden Wilson. He came in, makes the tackle for a 3-yard loss.
I think that was Miles Foster that made that.
Was it Miles Foster?
63.
63. And there's a flag on the play, and they're going to take it against the Zizzers. They call the late hit on the quarterback on that.
I thought they called holding on that.
They call it. Glendale's taking the penalty.
Well, they're lined up like they're going to go against Glendale.
Oh, they are going against Glendale. They were talking to Glendale, but they may be explaining what the call was.
That would seem to be a holding penalty, though.
Holding against the Falcons, and they marked it off from where the ball ended rather than the original spot. So it's actually about a 15, 16-yard penalty. But it brings up second down and about 10 or 20 for the Falcons from their own 37-yard line. Feuerbacher looks left, throws it over the middle. It's caught by the wide receiver. And a nice tackle made there by Simpson, the free safety, after a pickup of about 16. And that's going to bring up a third down and about 3 to go. And Coach Dixon and Coach Wyatt got to get some pressure on this guy because he can throw the football. Zizzers set up with 3 down linemen. Quick snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got some room. He's got it up the middle. He's got the first down and more and drug down from behind. But he gets all the way down to the West Plains 36-yard line where it's first down and 10.
Give us some slack here, Paul. We'll get all set up.
Oh, we're going to get moved to our table while the game is going on. First and 10 from the 36. Falcons have the ball. Zizzers with a 3-man front and 8 guys covering the secondary. 5 wide receivers for the Falcons, 3 left, 2 right. Feuerbacher, quarterback draw again. This time the quarterback is going down. Nice tackle made there. They say he wasn't down. And now he's finally brought down by Miller at the 1-yard line. I'd like to see that on film.
I will rewind that when I watch the video of it. He must have rolled right over the top of Foster and not touched the ground.
Never touched the ground because he got up and ran all the way down to the 1-yard line where the Falcons have it first. Athlete.
He is he's not just a thrower, he's a runner too.
Yeah, he is a runner. His mom was a runner too. Feuerbacher, quick slant. Oh, there's a nice play up the middle. Come the Zizzer defense.
Quincy.
And Quincy once again. Quincy Doolittle makes a tackle for a loss of 6. Well, they say a loss of 4 as they put it in at the 5-yard line, and it's going to be second down and goal from the 5 for the Falcons. Once again, they go with 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. No tight ends, 5 offensive linemen, and 1 quarterback. He's back there by himself. He looks right, throws a quick slant inside. Another nice play. This time it's made by number 22 for the West Plains Zizzers, and that is Jesse Hudson. So the Zizzers have stepped up here, Harlan.
From watching football, coaching football, when you run that spread offense like that, you get closer to the goal line, it suddenly becomes a little less effective.
They've got less room to cover.
Yep.
Third down and goal from the 7. Feuerbacher in the shotgun by himself. Zizzers have 4 defensive linemen this time. Snap back. Pressure up the middle. Feuerbacher rolls right. He throws into the corner. Knocked away, almost intercepted by the West Plains Zizzers. Knocks it away Jesse Hudson. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7 from the 7. And the Falcons don't send anybody out for a field goal attempt.
That's not a big surprise. They're going to take another crack at it.
They're going to. Yes, it does get tough in the spread down on the goal line.
Wide side of the field's to the left, so that's a spot to look for.
Look for number 11, wherever he is. They're going to throw it that direction. He's wide left. And they're going to throw it to the right side, the fake pattern into the corner. He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
They say, oh, no.
Oh,
no.
That wasn't even close.
That wasn't even close. They called that a touchdown, and Jim's nodding his head, and that wasn't even close.
His right foot came down. It wasn't even on the white line. It was behind the white line. That was bad.
He was out of bounds, but the score counts. The officials say, yes, it's good. And the Falcons take a 6-0 lead with 8:46 to go here in quarter number 1. And they're going to go for 2, which they do every time. They send 5 receivers to the right side, nobody to the left, which means one of the guys on the right side is ineligible. Quick slant out to the outside. It's picked up. No, it's dropped. And it'll be picked up. And that's a lateral run, boys.
They didn't blow the whistle.
They did now. and that was a lateral, which would have been eligible to return.
Yep.
Anyway, it's 6-0. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. When deciding on what company to do business with for financing your property, I chose USA Mortgage because we have customizable loan products and programs to fit each individual's needs. Find me in the Silver Springs Business Complex off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
DAS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a group to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquartered 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patil. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction.
Zizzers have the football down 6-0. They come to the line of scrimmage, led by number 70, the offensive center. That's Magnus Sanders, big guy, up the middle. Number 1, the quarterback, that's Aiden Simpson. Flanked on the left side by Lucas Connors. Zizzers go 3 receivers the right side. They get it to Miller quickly in the flat. He's hit, spins, gets about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to give him 4.5, and it brings up second down and about 5.5 to go.
That was a good, tough run by Teston Miller. He could have only picked up 1 or 2, but he ended up getting close to 4. And
I was going to give him 3. They marked it backwards.
But they got the clock running. Now West Plains needs to maintain this drive.
Maintain the drive, put points on the board. Simpson in the backfield. This time Miller's back there with him. Simpson, quick pitch. He turns it up. Simpson's got the first down and more. He crosses the 40 down to the 37-yard line, and Simpson takes the ball up the middle, picks up the first down, and it's 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
It's been a long time since we ran much option, and it was nice to see. And Aiden Simpson really ran it well that time.
He ran it really well that time. He made the fake pitch out to Miller. And it's going to be second down and 1 to go.
9 yards every snap would be pretty good.
Yeah, and it's also taking time off the clock, except we stepped out of bounds. Ball at the 28-yard line, where it's second down and 1. Simpson calls the play, takes the line of scrimmage to the Zizzers. In the backfield, number 44, the fullback. That's Dawson Howell. Howell leads the way. Quick screen out to the right side. That's caught by Hafer. Hafer's inside the 15. Hafer down inside the 12, and they're going to mark him down at the 12, and that's another Zizzer first down as they continue to move the football.
There's not a whole lot of high school teams that have a weapon like that. They can line up wide, line up in the slot, or just line up a tight end. Watching Hafer, he is up for a big year this year.
Hafer, they list him at 6'4", 208. Senior tight end, wide receiver. He can play them all. Zizzers have it 1st and 10 from the 12. We're down to 7:20 to go in the first quarter. This has been a fast one already. This is good.
Well, you've done it now.
I've jinxed this. We're done. 1st and 10 from the 12. 2 receivers left, tight end to the left, inside handoff to Miller. Miller hit at the line of scrimmage, puts his head down, ball's on the ground, but the Zizzers have come up with it and don't like to see that. Ball can't be hitting the ground because 50-50 chance when it does.
Well, we'll say hi to you if you tell us where you're watching the live stream tonight. It's up and going, so wherever you are, you can watch Zizzer football tonight here from Lowe Stadium in Springfield.
We've got an official timeout as Miller's slow to get up, but since they took a timeout, I think he has to go off for at least one play since the clock was stopped because of his slow recovery.
This has been a good drive and the kind of drive they need, something methodic, something to move it down, eat time, and get. And Joel said, when they score, we've got to score back.
Yes, because they're going to score a few times. Simpson under center. Turns. Inside fake. Throws it over the middle. Oh, my gosh. It was almost intercepted, and it was almost caught. Intended for Hafer down at the 1-yard line. Went through his hands into the hands of the defensive back, who was unable to hang on. And it's now 3rd down and 7 from the 10-yard line, 9-yard line.
And if they'd handed that ball off on that play fake, there was a big hole there.
There was a big hole for Lucas Conyers, who was in the backfield.
We can get a first down at the 3-yard line, so we need about 6.
Conyers is back in the backfield again, along with Miller. Hafer goes wide to the left, along with Hudson. Simpson rolls left. Put it down and run, baby. Put it down and run, but he didn't get to he got to the 5, so it brings up a big 4th down and about 2.5, 3 to go. I thought he was going to get to at least the 2 or 3 yard line, but nice play by the defense. And now it's 4th down and about 4. And the Zizzers looks like they're going to go for it, Harlan. Clock at 6 minutes. Put points on the board, boys.
Ball's on the 6. You got to get down to just inside the 3-yard line.
Yep. 4th and about 4. Simpson in the backfield. Runs timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Full night back here with Harlan Hudson. We're at Glendale High School, where the Glendale Falcons lead the West Plains Zizzers by a score of 6-0 with 5:44 to go here in quarter number 1. Zizzers looking at a 4th and 4 on the 6-yard line. They got to get right to or between the 2 and the 3-yard line for a first down.
Greg Smith's watching in Ozark and hoping this is a first down and maybe something bigger.
That would be good. Greg's an old Zizzer. Ball at the 6. Simpson under center. Miller in the backfield. Simpson looks to throw. Pressure comes. Simpson's being chased. Throws it in the end zone. It's knocked away. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Zizzers turn it over on the incompletion, and the Falcons have it first and 10 at their own 6-yard line. Too much pressure.
A lot of pressure, but a good drive. Take some time up. Now you've got them, even though you didn't score, you got them backed up a little bit. You need to create some turnovers, get some takeaways against this football team because they're going to give you some chances. They fumbled a little bit last week against Waynesville.
Home and Lawn in West Plains and in Mountain Grove has something you will really like. It's called Price Match. Every day, we will match all the big box stores' prices on home appliances. That's right, no more driving to the big city or big stores. We have it all locally and at great prices and the largest selection and inventory in the area. Stop by, call us, or go online at HawkinsHomeandLawn.com.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here with Harlan Hudson. We got a 6-0 ball game, 5:42 to go first quarter. Falcons have the ball at their own 6-yard line after stopping the Zizzers on 4th and 4 on the incompletion. Feuerbacher back in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers. Won't hear that much tonight. Quick slant out. The ball hits the ground. Or they going to say it's a catch. They say it's a catch out at the 11-yard line, so that's a pickup of 5, and it brings up 2nd down and about 5 to go.
They'll dink and dunk you to death, but eventually they're going to throw the ball downfield, so you got to be ready for that. You can't fall for the bait.
Shotgun formation. You'll hear that a bunch. Feuerbacher inside slant. This time it's caught by the inside running back or inside receiver at the 15-yard line. The receiver there is number 88, which I have no idea who that is because their program is by class and not by number, and I couldn't tell you if he's a senior, junior, or a sophomore. Furbacher in the shotgun. Zizzers with 3 down line. No pressure. Furbacher on the quarterback draw. He gets across the 20 to the 22, 23-yard line. They're going to mark him out of bounds. That's a pickup of about 5. They're going to give him about 7. Nice spot. Are we on the road?
Could be.
Yeah, we must be. We've had 3 go against us already. And, folks, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Zizzers with 4 down linemen this time as Hafer walks up onto the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to come, and he does. He comes on a blitz. Ball over the middle. Caught there by the Falcons, number 11. He's their favorite receiver. That is Clifford, Alex Clifford. And that's a first down all the way out to the Falcon 35-yard line where it's 1st and 10. They quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Furbacher in the shotgun. Zizzers got to get some pressure on him. They did earlier. Furbacher, quick outside slant to the wide receiver. What do they call that, a bubble screen?
That's one of the things I've heard it called.
Yeah, I got other names for it. You can't put on the radio. But he does pick up 8 and brings up 2nd down and 2. The ball's now at the 43-yard line. Don't forget, you can stream this game on KKDY website. Furbacher up the middle, picks up the first down as he gets to the 48-yard line. And it's another Falcons first down as we're at 4:32 to go here in the first quarter. Falcons lead 6-0.
Maybe the most predictable offense in the state, and still it's
can't stop it.
Hard to slow down, yeah.
Coach Monk does a good job, and his boys, because they're both on staff. Furbacher looks things over. Same formation, 3 left, 2 right. Furbacher looks down the middle of the field. There's that long one you were looking for, Harlan, and he overthrows it down the sideline. It's a good thing he did because Simpson was there to make the hit. He had to pull up rather than make a late one. So it's 2nd down and 10. The ball's still at the 48-yard line for the Glendale Falcons.
West Plains is going to have more than just who's up front right now to rush the quarterback because you're going to be worn out by halftime.
Yes, they're already getting kind of slow. Furbacher, outside slant, caught there by number 4, which I think I saw him earlier. That's Wyatt Andrews. He's a senior wide receiver. He picks up about 6, and it brings up 3rd down and 4 from the West Plains 46-yard line. We're inside 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, 6-0 still, Falcons. Here comes the linebacker blitz, and Furbacher gets to the outside. He's got the first down and more as he's down the sideline. Nice hold by the wide receiver, not called, and he gets down the sideline all the West Plains 30, and it brings up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Blocking down the field made that play a much bigger play, and Wyatt Andrews, who may have been tangled up a little bit, made a good block downfield.
He had a good piece of the jersey of the the defensive corner. Ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage there by the West Plains Zizzers, number 63, got his hands up. Miles Foster knocks it down, and it brings up 2nd down and 10 from the West Plains 29-yard line. 3:40 to go in the first quarter, still a 6-0 lead. We've got an illegal shift against the Falcons, and I never did see the flag, but there must have been one.
I don't know. They're still where they should be, 2nd and 10.
Now they're going to mark it off. Now it'll be 1st and 15.
That's better.
Illegal shift.
Illegal motion to call against Glendale.
I think, is that a legal formation?
I didn't see the signal that they gave.
This straight
that's
out.
Illegal shift.
That's what I thought, but I didn't see anybody in motion. Furbacher, inside screen. Oh, it's bubble screen, and guess who's beat? what's his name?
McCracken.
McCracken, yes. Got a big cast. They've got a flag, and I think we got another illegal motion this time against the Falcons.
That's kind of odd. Glendale's acted the last two plays like they weren't quite sure
what they were going to do.
Yeah. So maybe West Plains is showing them something a little bit, trying to disguise what they're doing maybe.
McCracken in there at that inside linebacker's got a huge cast on his right hand. Was involved in a accident. Missed last week, but he's back tonight. Second and 21 for the Falcons at their Zizzer 39-yard line. Slant over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of the receiver, and coming up to make the play quickly was Miller, and it's going to be third down now and a long way to go, and the Zizzers need to make a stand right here, Harlan.
I noticed that time the receiver was peeking.
Yes, he was.
To see
he was there.
Whose footsteps were coming up behind him.
Yeah.
So we've seen a couple of pretty good hits by the secondary already tonight. You know, that will put something in the back of your head. You'll start hearing footsteps, and I think it happened that time.
All at 39. It's third down. They got to get to the 19 or 18 and a half for a 1st and 10.
Big play.
Feuerbacher looks down the middle of the field, throws it out there on the outside, and a nice play by Miller. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 21, and you know the Falcons are going to go for it. That's a given. I don't think they got a punter or a kicker on their roster.
That's the best play so far this season defensively for Heston Miller, who timed that perfectly. Just perfectly. Great play out there in the flat, or else it could have been a pretty good run.
4th and 20 for the Falcons. The ball at the 39-yard line. Zizzers in basically a prevent. They can give up 19 yards, just can't give up 20. Feuerbacher takes the ball. He looks down the field, pressure up the middle. He scrambles the right side, pump fakes. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Zizzers are going to have good field position, Harlan, as he goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That's not a 4 and out, but if you get anything and out against Glendale, you've done a really good job. The defense, I thought, played pretty good last week, except for that one play. And on this particular drive, it would not have been good to have them go up by 2 scores here in the first quarter.
Well, the big plays right there were the 2 penalties against the Falcons for the illegal procedure and the illegal shift. Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. And here we go, West Plains. Miller in the backfield along with Simpkins. Wide right goes Hafer and Heston. Or Hudson, excuse me. I'll get them right eventually. Tight end to the right side as well. Simpson, option right side, pitches to Miller. Miller's got an alley. Miller across the 40 up to the 45. That play had makings from the very beginning. He was dragged down, or he had a long way to go.
Well, that Glendale covered that pretty good. Their cornerback turned the play in, and the hole was closing fast, and so Heston had to hit it as good as he could, and he ended up picking up 6 yards. That was a good play.
2nd down and 4. The ball now at the 46-yard line. Got to get to the 50 for a 1st and 10. We're inside 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Falcons still lead 6-0. Simpson turns, hands deep in the eye to Miller. Miller fights his way across the 50-yard line down to the 49. And like you said earlier, Harlan, run the football, take time off the clock, and put points on the board.
That's not to say that you can't throw the ball, but you can set up the pass if you get that running game going real well and come up with some big plays.
Simpson comes to the line of scrimmage to the Zizzers. They trail 6-0. This time in the backfield is Conyers. Conyers is going to get the handoff. Conyers jumps to the outside. Conyers to the sideline. He's across the 40. He's going to be close to a 1st down. It depends where the official puts that left foot, whether it's 1st and 10 or 2nd and 1. And I think they're going to make it 2nd and 1 as they mark it at the 39.5-yard line. So West Plains into Falcon territory with 1:24 to go. Clock running, and the Zizzers trail 6-0.
Lucas Conyers is a senior and got a few shots at it the other night and looked pretty good at times, and he gets a big run here on a 1st down play.
We got an official's timeout for some reason. I don't know what it is. Somebody's got a pad showing or something. I don't know. We had an official timeout about an equipment problem. They're going to send 2 receivers to the left side. Hafer's out here by himself. Nobody's on him. Throw it to Hafer. Simpson brings the man back in the backfield. Inside handoff. They give it to, that wasn't good. Give it to Jesse Hudson. Hudson loses 5 on the play. So rather than 2nd and 1, we're now looking at a 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line of the Falcons. That was a play that was blown up from the very beginning.
Somebody missed a block, obviously, because they were in the backfield and no time flat. Now you're looking at 3rd down and 6 instead of 2nd and 1, and this is a whole different mess of fish.
Simpson in the backfield. He's flanked on the right side by on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
School is back in session. New routines, fall sports, helping your kids with their homework. Who has time for laundry? Zizzer Coin Laundry on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains. They are here and ready to help you with your homework. Well, the laundry anyway. Drop off all your laundry and they will wash, dry, fold, and even press your clothes if you want them to. They do everything, but put it away. Zizzer Coin Laundry, next to R&R Tire in West Plains.
Some things you might not know about getting keys made for your vehicle. You do not have to go to the dealer to get keys made and programmed, and you do not have to wait for a company from the big city to drive down and do it for you either, which also means you do not have to pay expensive tow bills to get your car to the dealer. West Plains Lock and Key can cut and program keys for most vehicles new and old, and will come to you. Call West Plains Lock and Key 256-8862, where tradition meets technology.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here with Harlan Hudson, and at the break we were just kind of talking. Harlan's been doing this stuff for 35 years. I've been doing it on and off for 30 years. We're getting old.
Getting? I think we don't have to ask, are we there yet?
Are we? Yeah.
I think we are there yet.
I think we are. Good thing Jim comes along to take care of us.
One of these young people.
Yeah.
Wanted to say hello to Kelly and Amy Libby. They're watching the game in Pomona tonight.
All right, great. Hey, if you're watching, give us a call or send us a text, or I don't understand all that stuff. Just let us know where we are.
Give us a message on Facebook.
4th and 1. Zizzers got the first down and more. Zizzers got the first down as Lucas Conyers busted it right up the middle. Good block by the offensive line. There's a pickup of about 19. And it's a first down, West Plains at the Falcon 26-yard line.
The goal line defense, you get by the first wave there, and you've got a chance to bust a big play. That was a really good play, and West Plains did a good job. Lucas Conyers did a good job reading the play and reading his blocking.
You know, you look out there at that huddle, and Conyers is a small guy compared to everybody else, and they got him in the program at 5'8", 150. He is a small guy compared to everybody else out there.
Hard to see him, too.
Yes, Conyers in the deep eye. Simpson puts a man in motion. Snap. Pitch left side to Conyers. Conyers cuts it up inside. Conyers inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line. And Conyers has come in and given the Zizzers a little boost. And that's another first down for West Plains, all the way down to the Falcon 11-yard line.
Now, you said he's not very big. When he got downfield, he got about the 15-yard line. And here came the free safety, and he just put Lucas went looking for him.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
He didn't try to avoid him.
No, there was no avoidance at all.
Is it sprinkling?
Don't say that.
Don't say that, because that means it may
Not
do something
good.
worse. Anyway, we're on the roof, so we're worried about a little weather. Miller in the backfield. Zizzers in a straight eye. Quick pitch left side. Miller uses his speed. Gets the corner. Miller scores. Zizzers go tie the ball game at 6. As Miller goes in from 11 yards out, and West Plains have a 6-0 lead, and West Plains is going to go for 2.
Tied at 6, run that football, and West Plains is figuring it out, Paul, as we've gone along. They've tried a few things, and now I think we've got kind of an idea of how to attack this Glendale defense with the run.
Now, I say we're going to go for 2 because we're lining up like we're going to kick it, but You don't have a kicker out there yet.
Well, the old swinging gate. Hard to swing when you don't have a kicker there.
He was the wide receiver to the right side.
He was hiding over there.
Yeah. In to kick the extra point, number 8, sophomore, Chase Larson. Puts the chance to put the Zizzers on top. Snap back, kick up, and it's blocked. And they can't run that back in high school. So we got a 6-6 ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
If you're buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that'll dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 has an office in every state with a global referral network that greatly expands your reach in the market. Century 21 has been voted the most respectable in the industry. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, 1822 Porter Wagner in West Plains. Don't settle for average.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
Down on the 6-yard line, their first possession.
West Plains defense has been good, like it was last week, but different because you're playing a much more advanced offensive football team. And I think West Plains has done a pretty good job. You're going to bend some, but you just don't want to break and give up a big play.
Well, and the Falcons have one super good athlete as quarterback. Not only can he throw it, like you said, but he's also their best runner. Well, he's their only runner. They haven't had a running back in the backfield yet. 5 wide receivers, 3 left, 2 right. Every formation, same one. Snap back, Pierbacher. Looks left, looks right. Now he's going to run. He's got room. Makes a man miss at the 15. He's across the 30, and he slides down at the 38-yard line. And that's a pickup of about 17, and that brings up a second down, or a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
When you're spread out like that defensively and you get a one-on-one shot at tackling him,
you better do it.
If you miss, it's going to turn into something much bigger.
1st and 10 for the Falcons out at their own 40 or 38, 39-yard line, they say now. Pierbacher looks left, throws it down the sideline, over the head of the wide receiver. Nice coverage there by number 2. That's Ryland Kinslow, junior defensive back, right there where the football was thrown.
West Plains looks to me like, Paul, for the most part, they're playing zone in the secondary.
Yes.
And so they've tried to throw underneath for the most part so far in the ball game.
Yeah, they're trying to throw that in the pocket between the safeties. This time they're throwing the bubble screen again. This time the ball's dropped, but it didn't matter to Hafer. He said, I'll hit you anyway. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 as the ball hits the ground, intended for the wide receiver, which is number 4, and I think I found him before. That is Wyatt Andrews.
He caught a lot of passes last week against Waynesville. They threw to him a lot.
And by the way, folks, we have a table now. We have a table. 3rd down and 10. The ball rests at the 39-yard line. Pierbacher looks for the bubble screen. It's not there, and then he throws it out here in the flat. And the wide receiver, number 15, is hemmed in. Number 2, Kinslow, there to make the tackle. That's a loss of 7 or 8 on the play, and that's going to take the ball all the way back to the 32-yard line. And it looks like the Falcons may actually punt.
They're going to have to fill out a questionnaire on the sideline. Has anyone ever punted before?
Who's on the punt team?
Right. Boy, you need to Rylan Kinslow needs you to mention his name more often. You mentioned his name, but he made a dynamite play.
He did. He made a super play. It was a one-on-one situation. He made the tackle for a loss of 7. Falcons have the ball, 4th down. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Snap is high. It's going to be kicked away. No roughing or anything like that. The ball hits the ground. Get away, boys. Let it bounce. Get away. Get away. Ball rolls dead at the 34-yard line, so the Zizzers have it 1st and 10. And we got a little tie up there in the middle of the field. No flags thrown, but the officials have to break them up.
Sometimes you don't get a penalty when you could have, and that time Watson Hafer was really close to blocking the punt, and I was afraid that he might run into him, but he didn't.
He didn't. He had a chance to, and he didn't.
That was a good athletic play to not hit the kicker.
All right, we've got a 1st and 10, and holding against West Plains. So instead of being at the 35-yard line, it's going to be back around the 25-yard line after the penalty's marked off. But the Zizzers still have the football.
You almost could feel like you are not necessarily in control of the game, but you put yourself in a much better spot now with the game tied. If you can go downfield, score another touchdown, kind of establish something, and not let Glendale get on a hot streak throwing the ball and scoring points left and right.
The Zizzers have the football. They are tied at 6. They come out there with those white uniforms, black pants trimmed in red. The offensive line up front, I'm going to try to get these guys mentioned because they do a great job up front. I noticed Mahan, they're at the right tackle. Is it 66? Is that the guard? Burke? No. Motion man. Inside pitch. They fake it to Miller. Miller cuts to the outside. There's that speed. Miller gets to the outside, knocked out of bounds. Let's see, where are they going to mark him out of bounds? They're going to mark him out at the 42. So that's a pickup of about 16, and Miller gets the first down, and he's talking to the officials about the late hit. And what do we got? We got a flag on the play somewhere, and I think we're going to call the Zizzers for a hold by the wide receiver.
I don't know where. Oh, there's the flag, way on the other side.
Way on the other side, right in front of Coach Wyatt.
That's unfortunate because that was a good run, good play.
Oh, they're going to call it against their Coach Wyatt's pointing the other way.
Well, which way are they going to point?
Oh, illegal shift. And then a dead ball, personal foul against. So you're going to mark off 5, then mark off 15. That's what that means.
That should add up close
first down
to the first down.
Let's see.
I had Tammy Miller, our athletic director, on the radio yesterday morning. We talked about that a little bit. Now, it's an opportunity for people, if you love sports and have kind of a basic knowledge of it, you can work about as much as you want.
Yeah. I know Trish has talked about the same is true in volleyball. They're short volleyball officials.
And the pay is pretty good.
Yes, it is. And you get mileage.
You bet.
1st and 10, the ball's now at the 35-yard line. Zizzers have the football. Simpson under center. Connors in the backfield. He fakes it to Connors. He rolls right. Simpson better get rid of it. He throws it down the middle of the field. Hafer goes up, and what a catch!
Unbelievable.
That ought to be a top 10 on ESPN tonight. Jim, make sure they get a copy of that one.
Wow.
Hafer went up with one hand, drew it back down, made the catch, goes down at the 50, and it's a 1st and 10.
That was.
And now we got a flag on the far side, and they're going to call. I think they're going to call a warning, the bench warning.
Sideline
warning. Yep. You can't be in the red. You got to be out of the red. The only person that can be in the red is the head coach.
He was falling backward when he reached up and brought that ball in with one hand. That was phenomenal. But you can't do that unless you're 6'4", and can really jump. There's the advantage of having a big receiver.
And a good athlete.
Yep.
Zizzers have it at the 50-yard line. We got 8:47 to go, first quarter. Conyers in the backfield. He gets the handoff. He jumps to the outside, back to the inside. He picks up 5 balls on the ground. Dadgummit. And the Falcons didn't get it. I think West Plains came up with it. 3 balls that have hit the football or hit the ground. Fortunately, West Plains has picked them up all 3 times.
Well, let's see. That's, you said 3 fumbles we've had?
3 fumbles and 3 recoveries by us.
All right, so we fumbled the ball 7 times.
Last week.
Altogether now.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
And lost 1.
Yeah.
But
that's a good percentage, but that's not a trend you want to go to.
No.
Putting the ball on the ground leads to problems. 2nd down and 6, the ball resting at the Falcon 46-yard line. Simpson puts the man in motion, turns, pitches left side to Miller. The Zizzers have been successful that way. Miller to the sideline, gets knocked out of bounds, thrown out of bounds. Ball hits the ground again, but he was well out of bounds before the ball hit the ground. And unless there's a flag thrown, which no flag, I think it's the 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
Somebody got thrown to the ground out of bounds over there.
That was Miller.
Thought there might result in something, but it's a 1st down. And, Paul, they have not stopped West Plains running the football.
No, they've not stopped us. And we've been very, very successful to the left side. That's the short side of the field, the ball at the 33-yard line. We're inside 7:40 to go in the first half. Fullback in the position, number 44 for West Plains, that's Howell. And that play didn't go very far. In fact, it may have lost a yard. Was that Howell or was that Simpson?
That was Simpson. I think he was going to just raise up and throw a little slant from the left, and he raised up and looked, and there was nobody there. So he had to run the ball and got back to the line.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers. We're inside 7:20 to go in the first half. We got a 6-6 ball game. Both teams scored in the first. There's a quick slant to the outside. Caught by West Plains, number 22. I got to remember, that's Hudson. And Jesse Hudson says, "You're not going to tackle me on the first time." And he picks up about 17 and gets the ball all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Jesse really runs with purpose. I mean, if you're going to tackle him, you're going to have to take him on, and he'll take you on too and get another little bit of yardage thrown in. So now, here it is, Paul. We're looking at 1st down and 10, and we are now inside the red zone.
We are in the red zone. We're at the 18-yard line. That's one thing, Harlan, about our running backs. They deliver a blow.
I love this formation, this staggered eye formation.
Man in motion across the formation, Tafer. Simpson, quick pitch right side. Miller's got the alley. Miller cuts down. Oh, there was a chance there, but Miller's drugged down at the 15-yard line. He gets out of that tackle, and he's in the end zone, but it's a gain of 2 as they're going to mark him at the 16, and it brings up 2nd down and 8.
May not have made any difference. It looked like if he had planted and cut left, he would have went right by him, but it's still a pickup of a few, and the clock is running. This is the old basketball coach's term, we are shortening the game here.
Making the game a little shorter, taking time off the clock. Uh-oh, Zizzers go to the shotgun. Oh, no. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver right. Simpson throws it out there in the flat. It's caught by Hudson. Hudson is in the end zone.
No, at the 2, I think.
No. Now we got a flag. What in the heck's going on here? They say it's a 1st down in the late. At a 15, though, it's just a 1-yarder.
That's all right. That sets up a 1st down and quarterback sneak to go.
4 plays from the 1. Let's see. We had that once before in a state playoff.
Oh, please, let's not even 2 years ago think
about
that.
Oh, that was awful.
That was a tough piece of cheese there.
That was a tough pill to swallow. Especially, we won't go there.
Do we sneak it here?
Simpson under center. Sanders. No, we're going to hand off. Conyers into the end zone. Everybody says touchdown except the guys that count. They say he went down short of the goal line.
I kind of think his knees hit before he leaned across the goal line, so that's probably a good call.
Now they've got it on the 6-inch line, maybe. Maybe you sneak here from 6 inches.
I would have snuck it already.
Yeah, I mean, you got a 360-pound offensive lineman right in front of you. Tell Magnus to fall forward, and you follow him.
First down, let's go.
Motion across the formation. Simpson turns, hands off to Miller. Miller's hit at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get in. They're going to say he's short. Now it's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
I'd still run a quarterback sneak.
You got 2 chances, Harlan.
I'd run it twice. If the first one doesn't work, you got to have faith in your center and your guards to just move people a little bit.
Now we got an official's time. What do we got here? Oh, Simpson's just going to the sideline to get the play. Miller comes out of the ball game with his helmet off. Conyers comes back in. Simpson comes back in. Play clock at 18. Boys, don't take a delay right here. Ball's at the 1-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. We're at the play clock at 12.
Took a long time to call a quarterback sneak.
Yes, it does. Simpson comes to the line. Takes a snap. He quarterback sneaks. Guess what? We got a touchdown.
Hey.
Harlan, you need to go down on the sideline and coach this team.
We're up for hire for offensive coordinator here.
Zizzers get the touchdown. It's now 12-6. West Plains on top. And they bring in the kicker Larson to attempt the extra point. Maybe. Because they go to that, what do they call this formation?
Swinging gate.
Swinging gate. Swinging gate.
You know, at first I'll do this, Pitt State.
Yes. Yes.
They used to do it a lot.
Ron Randleman. Zizzers have the touchdown lead. They lead 12-6. 4:37 to go here in the first half. Larson comes back to the middle field. Zizzers are going to kick the extra point. The last one was blocked as a man came right up the middle and got a hand on it. Larson, Simpson to hold, snaps back. This one's up, and it's, no good left. So we're 0 for 2 in extra points, but we still have the lead, 12-0. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Howdy, mateys. Captain D here. I just came up with a great way to serve my scrumptious fish. A fish sandwich. I got Cajun catfish sandwiches, spicy giant fish sandwiches, and southern-style flounder sandwiches. So don't flounder around. Get into Captain D's and try one of my sandwiches, invented by me. Hey, while you're here, come by and try my seafood gumbo. For lunch or for dinner, Captain D's is a winner.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Harlan, we're back on here. The Zizzers have the 12-0 lead, and things have pretty much gone the way West Plains needed them to go.
They have so far. They answered Glendale's score to start the game, and then they got the ball back, got a stop on defense, able to push the ball downfield after a penalty. And I'll say it again. I'll probably say it a few more times. Glendale hasn't stopped West Plains from running the football yet.
No, they have not. They have not stopped us running the football. We stopped ourselves on a goal line situation with a bad play, and now the Zizzers lead 12-6. 4:37 to go here in quarter number 1. Larson kicks it away. This is another good one. It's going to go to the 1-yard line where it's picked up there by their number 11 wide receiver.
Uh-oh.
He's got an alley. He's across the 40. He's right at the 40 where he's brought down. So the Falcons get a little bonus there on a nice return there by the senior wide receiver, number 11. And I marked him his name because I could remember it. I think it's Clifford, Alex Clifford. And it's 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 40-yard line.
Paul Dale Smith watching which gives me goosebumps. He's my idol. Brady Sharp watching. David Kirk, Colin Boyd, Howard Cox, Braden Wood, and Julia Megan Taylor.
A bunch of folks watching the broadcast. Falcons pick up 13 or 12 on the play on the little screen. May have been a little hold by one of the wide receivers on that bubble screen that time. Falcons go with 4 receivers to the right side, 1 receiver left.
Watch for that little slip screen here.
Quick look to the left. Throws it down the middle of the field. It's going to be picked up by Simpson. No! Nice play by Simpson. Almost intercepted there as he went and got it as the free safety as a single receiver down the sideline. Nice play by the Zizzers.
He knocked it down. He made sure. It didn't look like he was trying to play the ball to pick it. He wanted to make sure, though, that
it didn't get
Andrews
caught.
Didn't catch the football. And he didn't. That was a good play.
Early going to mark the ball 33-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Clock stop, 3:50 to go first quarter. Zizzers with a 3-man rush, and there's not much rush there. Furbacher gets to the 30-yard line where he's pulled down from behind by the Zizzer outside linebacker. That's number 35. And that is Lance Norton, Jr., defensive linebacker. He's actually playing defensive end because they really don't have a down lineman. They've got 3 defensive ends playing on the line of scrimmage, 2 linebackers, 6 defensive backs. Furbacher snaps it to the 35, looks down the field, throws it, going to be caught, knocked out of bounds. That's their number 4. You were talking about him earlier, Harlan. He caught a lot of balls last week, and he's starting to catch them this week. And that's a 1st and 10 as Andrews catches it all the way down to the 21-yard line. First down, the Falcons. Furbacher, quarterback draw. Oh, there was a block in the back. No call, but anyway, Furbacher goes down to the 11-yard line, and he's smart enough to take a slide.
He doesn't take any direct hits.
No, he doesn't get hit. He gets down before somebody gets to him.
Peggy Miller-Summers is watching the live stream tonight. She's good luck. We're ahead.
Yes, we are. 12-6, 3:05 to go, first half. Furbacher drops back, no pressure, looks left, throws left. Ball's caught, and what do we got? We got a draw.
He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 1. So the Falcons have it 1st and goal at the 1-yard line with 2:53 to go in the half, and they quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Zizzers are going to have a replacement. In comes Conyers at the wide receiver. Quick snap, and Furbacher's in the ball game, and the Zizzers have 12 men on the field, but no flag as they could care less. Illegal participation by the West Plains Zizzers. That penalty will be declined as the touchdown's going to count. We got a 12-12 ball game. We got 2:48 to go in the first half, and we know the Falcons are going to go for 2.
Well, they scored early, and now they've scored late in the half and in between. You know, if it stayed like this till halftime,
oh yeah,
you'd have to say, man, that's not bad.
And we get the second half kickoff. Now, you probably know this more than I do, but I know in college and in the pro level, if the offense substitutes, the defense has the opportunity to sub, and they won't start the clock or won't start to play until the defense has their substitute in. And I thought Glendale subbed and West Plains did, but anyway. 4 wide receivers right side. Falcons are going to go for 2. Last time they did this, they threw it back to the left. This time, the Zizzers have 4 defensive backs on the far side. Man-to-man coverage out here on number 4. Actually, they got double coverage on number 4. I think they got Hudson and Simpson both watching number 4 for the quick slant. Furbacher going to run it, and he's going to be knocked around. He throws it down the middle, and it's a 2-point conversion. Opportunity pass there, and the Zizzers go down by 2 on the 2-point conversion. 14-12. We got 2:48 to go in the half. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedics and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why there is a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has 4 orthopedic doctors and 2 podiatrists on staff to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedics and Spine, visit ozarkshealthcare.com.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KD1.
Numerical order, so you got to just kind of scan. And I have no idea who that young man is because he's not on page 1. He must be on page 2.
If you're not on page 1, you're going to be out of luck more likely.
Page 1 is all seniors and juniors and a few sophomores.
It was Jalen Lockhart.
Jalen Lockhart comes off the field, number 26.
Oh, and that's 26 instead of 28.
Yeah.
That, instead, is Peyton Wilson, who was a sophomore, and he's being helped off the field, so that's never a good sign.
And he is in a lot of pain. And the medical staff from Mercy, there to take care of him. Falcons are going to kick off, and you can look for an onside kick here again. Zizzers are ready for it. This time they pooch it. It's going to be picked up by the Zizzers at the 22. Conyers gets all the way out to the 35-yard line. Conyers has had a good game tonight, Harlan.
I like to watch him run.
He's quick.
He's quick, and he'll take on contact. He's a hard-nosed kid, and that gives you better field position than if you just fair caught the ball. 35-yard line, pretty good spot to start, and you still got plenty of time to score here.
2:44 to go for the West Plains Zizzers here in the first half as they trail the Falcons 14-12 after the 2-point conversion. Zizzers' offensive line comes up there. Led again, of course, by Sanders, number 70, the middle, the center. Simpson, Miller in the backfield. Man in motion toward the formation. Pitch to the right side. Miller cuts it up. Miller across the 40. Drug down at the 40, make it the 43-yard line. And that's a pickup of 7. And that's going to bring up second down and a short 3 to go.
Now, sometimes the running back will get ahead of his blocking, and it doesn't work well. But that time, Heston Miller kind of had to go ahead and, hit the gas a little bit quick as his fullback was leading him a little bit wider. He turns it upfield, made a good cut, gain of 8, second and short.
Second and short, ball at the 30, make it the 43-yard line. Clock inside, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Zizzers have the ball, but trail by 2. I formation. Simpson turns, fakes right, fakes left, pressure comes. He's going to be tackled, and instead of second down and 2, we've got third down and 6. Not a good play there. That one didn't have anything going for it from the very beginning. As Simpson's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down and 6 with 1:36 in the clock counting down here in the first half.
Kind of get the feeling they were really wanting to throw the ball there, but it didn't work very well. Now under a minute and a half to go in the half.
I don't know who they're going to throw it to because there's nobody downfield. Simpson in the shotgun. Third down and 6. We're at 1:20. And the Zizzers take time. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da! Justin Shelby State Farm. State Farm agent Justin Shelby is your go-to agent in Houston and West Plains for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call Justin Shelby State Farm for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're making things easier. After September 18th, you can expect a new online banking experience that will make it easier to access your money. Account numbers, card numbers, and online banking usernames will stay the same. You'll choose a new password for online banking, but you'll keep the same password from now on. Visit Visit westplainsbank.com for more information or call 417-256-2147 to hear about how we're making things easier for you at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Third down and 6. Simpson throws out in the flat to Miller. Miller's got, and there's a flag. There was a hole. There's 3 flags there. Vorbacher is how that name's pronounced.
Vorbacher.
Yeah. I got a text from guess who? A relative. Vorbacher.
Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure it was Vorbacher.
So did I, but they say it's Vorbacher.
Whatever.
And there's a hold. That's going to take the ball back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which makes it going to be now third down and about 15. And that play had the first down, and then the first down's taken away by a holding penalty against West Plains defense or offense.
Well, now you're pretty much, depending on how you want to look at this.
Now the Falcons take timeout. 1:03 to go. Falcons take time. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
If you want to prove to your neighbors that you own land, you need a deed. But if you want to prove it to yourself, you need a tractor. That's why Coyote's made 2 all-new Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, today at Lunch Equipment. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Wilbanks Tire in West Plains is your stop for any auto or tire repair you may need. Wilbanks Tire has been in business in West Plains since 1978, so they are well established and reliable in the community. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday at 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains. Call the guys at Wilbanks Tire for tire specials and for auto and tire repair. 256-9571. 256-9571. Wilbanks Tire, proud supporter of the West Plains Zizzers.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Third down and 15 from the 31-yard line. Simpson's going to run the quarterback draw. Simpson down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Zizzers. 57 seconds to go in the first half, and Coach Wyatt has got to make a decision. Do we go for it with the possibility of giving the Falcons good field position, or do we punt it away?
I don't think there's much of a decision to be made here. We'll find out, though. They got to get 3 for the first down. Oh, man.
Simpson gets under center.
They're going to try to draw him offside.
Let's hope so. Man in motion. Comes to the formation. Simpson trying to draw him off. You're right. And the Zizzers take time. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment announces their new Patient Hub application. Patients with Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment can download the new Patient Hub app. Patient Hub is a convenient way for you to update your current personal information, upload new insurance information, create resupply orders, and more, all while keeping your information private and secure. Patient Hub is a great way to stay in touch with Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, where they are focused on your health. 1703 8th Street, West Plains.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today, 256-8171. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Oh, folks, a heart attack almost happened right there. The Zizzers go for it on 4th and 4 from their own 42-yard line. Quick pitch to the left side to Miller. He's knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 7. But once again, we got a holding penalty called against West Plains. Been a lot of laundry thrown on the field, and most of it's gone against the Zizzers.
2 years ago, we had 180 yards in penalties in one football game, and it was here. And we see remnants of that. It's not nearly that bad tonight, but we've had a bunch.
Now the Zizzers are going to be forced to punt the ball away with 51 seconds to go in the first half, as the holding penalty takes away the first down and is going to give the Falcons an opportunity to get the ball back, because Simpson, the punter, is back there. Deep to return. Guess who? That number 11 again. He's a dangerous man out there.
Clifford is quick.
Yes, he is. High snap. Oh, but he gets it away. Oh, what a play. Ball's going to hit the ground, takes a Zizzer bounce all the way down to the 20-yard line where the Zizzers stop it. 41 seconds to go, and Simpson saved the day as the high snap. He was able to get up and get it and keep it from going over his head.
That was a 42-yard punt, and it could have been something completely different, but Aiden Simpson made a really good play to pull down a high snap.
41 seconds to go in the half. The Zizzers trail 14-12. The Falcons have the ball, and, of course, they're going to try to put some points on the board here late in the first half. Forbacher on the field. 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, or 2 receivers. He throws it down the field, and it's gone. Oh, my God. Caught by that number 4, wide open down the sideline. Wyatt Andrews takes it all the way down to the 31-yard line, and the Falcons have it 1st and 10. The clock is stopped on the first down. Falcons want to snap the ball quickly. Snap back. Forbacher throws it in the ground. That's going to be a stop the clock at 1st and 10, or now make it 2nd and 10 from the 32. All the way down the sidelines goes Andrews, and he was wide open. Fortunately, Kinslow was able to chase him down from behind and keep the man from going all the way. 2nd down and 10. 29 seconds to go. Falcons have the ball to Zizzer 32. Forbacher drops the throw, looks down the middle, runs it up the middle. Pressure comes. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock as he picks up 1 with 22 seconds to go here in the half.
Good job by McCracken to come up quick and force him out of bounds. Stops the clock with essentially 23 seconds to go.
Mahan complaining to the officials about being held out there at that defensive end position as Forbacher ran to his direction. Forbacher looks left, throws left. Caught there. Zizzers make the tackle inbounds, and they stop the clock with a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
If you're buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that'll dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 has an office in every state with a global referral network that greatly expands your reach in the market. Century 21 has been voted the most respectable in the industry. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, 1822 Porter Wagner in West Plains. Don't settle for average.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
All night back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The Falcons complete a pass all the way down to the 16-yard line. Clock stops with the first down. 11 seconds. They ground it. That's going to stop the clock with 10 seconds to go. So the Falcons are going to have a couple more plays, at least one more play, if the ball's completed inbounds. Starting to sprinkle here at Glendale, and we're on the roof. We got to cover up stuff. We got some plastic. Big Jim's ready. Falcons come to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds to go in the half. Falcons lead by 2, 14-12. Forbacher takes the snap. Looks right. Runs right. Pressure comes. Make him throw it away. He does throw it away. with 4 seconds to go. He should have run just a little bit longer. So they're going to get at least, what do you say, Harlan, maybe into one more play?
I would say one more play, but if you're them, you're going to have to throw the ball into the end zone.
Yeah, it's going to have to go 12 yards. 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 12. Make it the 13-yard line. 4 seconds to go in the first half. Falcons have the ball at the West Plains 13. Forbacher drops, looks right, looks left, throws it in the corner. It's incomplete.
Half.
And that's the end of the first half. So the score at half, 14-12. Zizzers trail by 2. We'll be back in several minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Get a great deal on Kubota tractors at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment, like the 3302 package. Get a 4-wheel drive, 33 horsepower Kubota with box blade Kubota loader and Land Pride bush hog for 0 down, $341 per month with 2.49 APR for 84 months. Now through 9/30/22. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Hi, this is John Edgeler. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust: Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, West Plains and Mountain Grove.
Summer is winding down, but you still need to stay on top of your game when it comes to the outdoors. Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center has game cameras. It's time to get pictures of those big bucks. Also, all kinds of great fishing tackle. And don't forget camouflage and hunting boots. You'll find it all at Monty's Outdoors, where your next adventure starts.
When it's time for new tires, Don's Auto Service in West Plains needs to be your first stop. Right now, you can get up to $75 back plus an added bonus of up to $75 more when you use the Goodyear credit card. Rebates paid by Goodyear Visa prepaid card on purchases made now through September 30th, 2022. Stop in or give them a call today.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on: the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Are you in the market for a new home here in Southern Missouri? Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have over 20 years experience in real estate lending and can help guide you through the process. When you're ready for a loan, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex, just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
DAS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227260. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We're at halftime. The West Plains Zizzers trail the Glendale Falcons by a score of 14-12. And Harlan, if you're going into the halftime on the West Plains sideline, you're saying, fellas, we've done everything we're supposed to do, except we're behind by 2.
Well, the main thing is they have kept the score down. They've kept Glendale's offense off the field quite a bit in the first half. And so if your objective is to keep the game close, not let them get loose and start scoring points like a pinball machine, then even though you're down by 2, you've got to feel pretty good about where you're at, because there's going to be some more scoring in the football game.
Well, the Zizzers starts the second half with the kickoff, so they have an opportunity. They had an opportunity there at the end of the first half, but a bad play and 2 holding calls, which we've had our share of those tonight. took the Zizzers out of a scoring opportunity, gave the Falcons an opportunity, but the defense stepped up, made the plays when they needed to, and they come out with a 14-12 lead on behalf of the Glendale Falcons here from, I think they call it Falcon Stadium. Yeah.
Low Stadium.
Low Stadium, that's right, Low Stadium. And I think, to be honest with you, they want to do something for Bob Price here, since he was so long a coach here at Glendale back in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, I believe. Bob Price was a legend here in Springfield and, of course, coached at Glendale High School.
They've had quite a string of coaches over the years who have really made a nice mark here, and people like Edsel Matthews and people like that who are so integral. And he, for a long time, athletic director for the Springfield schools here. So, and Glendale is like most of the schools up here in Springfield. Glendale is an older school, but it's still not a bad facility at all, and their football field is still relatively new. The turf, everything looks good here. They've got plenty of seating, and so, things are going pretty good. But I was talking to somebody before we got started tonight, and they said, do they have, it's a really nice school. Most of the other schools that you go to are going to end up, just from a standpoint of how nice they are, it's going to be probably nicer than any of the Springfield schools.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Springfield has made an effort over the last couple of years to upgrade all their facilities, football facilities, as far as the stands. Unfortunately, they haven't done much for the press box here, but they have with the field. And, of course, there's the visitor stands on the far side and home stands on the near side, and nice field out in front of us. Of course, turf, which everybody in the Ozark Conference now has AstroTurf. So, you're going to get to play on a pretty good field every week.
Well, let's take a break. Come back with more at halftime along with Paul Knight. I'm Harlan Hutchison. The halftime score is Glendale 14, West Plains 12, and we're back in a moment on KDY.
Get to Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains. They're fully stocked with Ashley sectionals with many styles and colors to choose from. Do you need a freezer with deer season coming up? Grab an upright or chest-type freezer in stock now. While you're there, pick out an entertainment center for a stylish place for your TV while you watch the big game. They start at only $479.99. Get 24 months no interest with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. As we all know, new vehicles have been very hard to come by lately. But in West Plains, we have truckloads of new vehicles arriving daily. That's right, we have the most inventory here in stock that we've had all year long. Hurry in today before they're all gone.
Find new roads at Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
'Twas a great battle once raged across these lands. The battle of the beverages, they called it. The true blue champion is ice-cold, delicious Pepsi. Look for the coupon on 24-pack. 24-pack. Time once again for another Pepsi Pep Talk. When life gives you lemons, you say, no thanks, but I will take a Pepsi. This has been a Pepsi Pep Talk. Look for the coupon on 16-ounce 12-pack.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we had it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment announces their new Patient Hub application. Patients with Ozarks Healthcare medical equipment can download the new Patient Hub app. Patient Hub is a convenient way for you to update your current personal information, upload new insurance information, create resupply orders, and more, all while keeping your information private and secure. Patient Hub is a great way to stay in touch with Ozarks Healthcare medical equipment, where they are focused on your health. 1703 8th Street, West Plains.
Bailey Chevy GMC, home of the Bailey Factor.
John Bailey again from Bailey Chevy GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Supporting our local schools is just part of the Bailey Factor. You'll hear us cheering our local high school teams on the air and even on the sidelines. Come check out our great selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs today.
Call 469-3111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
Current Incorporated continues to grow their services to better serve the area. They still do the electrical and HVAC work they are known for, but now they offer IT support and computer repair, security systems, duct cleaning, and even repair commercial equipment, including restaurant equipment. Whether you are home or at work, call Current Incorporated.
Real fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504. 257-0504.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here with Harlan Hudson. We're at halftime. In fact, we got about 6.5 minutes to go in the halftime. And Harlan, we were talking in the break there, the fact that West Plains has done what they've needed to do. They just trail by 2. And so it's an opportunity for West Plains to come out in the second half. They get the football, go put points on the board, and then get back to playing defense again.
Well, anyone who thought that West Plains defense should come up here and shut out Glendale doesn't have a firm grasp on the reality, because, and it's like Coach Wyatt said. He said that they're going to score some points. There's no way around that. But they scored 12 in the first half, or West Plains has held them to 12 points in the first half. And from the standpoint of what they're used to doing, I mean, this is outstanding, and this puts you in a great position to start the second half, because you get the football, and now if you can put together another long drive, maybe 4, 5, 6 minutes, that would be a great way to start, punch that thing in, and get control of the game again.
Well, one of the things that have hurt the Zizzers offensively is it's themselves, with the holding penalties, the illegal procedure penalties, and little things like that. And, because when we run the football and when we do things right, we pick up 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 yards at a time.
They haven't stopped West Plains yet running the football. What has stopped West Plains, like Paul said, has been West Plains, and that's getting bad penalties. And, boy, those penalties. We've had a struggle with them the last few seasons, and they never come at a good time. We saw probably our worst night ever, maybe in history of Zizzer football, for penalties in one game here a couple of years ago. Just a wild, wild game. And West Plains won that game just simply by outscoring them. And, of course, that's how you win any ball game. But, I mean, in a game that was wild and wide open, West Plains had a little bit more, and they kind of opened it up in the fourth quarter of that football game. So, they're in really good shape. I don't know what you can't expect to shut them out, but you can expect to put yourself in a position to win the game in the second half.
Well, like I said, with Glendale, like you said, Harlan, you can't shut them out. You just hope to slow them down and be able to take care of your part of the game and put some points on the board.
Well, you try to control what you can control. One of the things you can control, or do your best to control, are committing penalties and holding on to the football.
Turnovers.
And we came very close to turning the ball over 3 times in the first half. The Zizzers in the first 6 quarters of this season have fumbled the football 7 times and got it back 6. But you're tap dancing on the old landmine when you play like that.
Yep, when you play like that, it's time for a commercial. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well
on halftime.
Count
Howdy, mateys. Captain D here. I just came up with a great way to serve my scrumptious fish. A fish sandwich. I got Cajun catfish sandwiches, spicy giant fish sandwiches, and Southern-style flounder sandwiches. So don't flounder around. Get into Captain D's and try one of my sandwiches, invented by me. Hey, while you're here, come by and try my seafood gumbo. For lunch or for dinner, Captain D's is a winner.
Will Banks Tire in West Plains is your stop for any auto or tire repair you may need. Will Banks Tire has been in business in West Plains since 1978, so they are well established and reliable in the community. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday at 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains. Call the guys at Will Banks Tire for tire specials and for auto and tire repair. 256-9571. 256-9571. Will Banks Tire, proud supporter of the West Plains Zizzers.
Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. When deciding on what company to do business with for financing your property, I chose USA Mortgage because we have customizable loan products and programs to fit each individual's needs. Find me in the Silver Springs Business Complex off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
JS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a group to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquartered 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
If you're buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that'll dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 has an office in every state with a global referral network that greatly expands your reach in the market. Century 21 has been voted the most respectable in the industry. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, 1822 Porter Wagner in West Plains. Don't settle for average.
Summer is winding down, but you still need to stay on top of your game when it comes to the outdoors. Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center has game cameras. It's time to get pictures of those big bucks. Also, all kinds of great fishing tackle. And don't forget camouflage and hunting boots. You'll find it all at Monty's Outdoors, where your next adventure starts.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
All night back here with Harlan Hudson. The halftime is over. We're into the mandatory, 3-minute, 4-minute warm-up period or whatever?
Why don't they just put those minutes on the clock when halftime starts?
Because I don't know. It's like you said, we played the first half in about an hour, and then the last minute, it took almost 15 minutes.
Crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, both teams are on the field, the Zizzers and the Falcons, and we got a 14-12 ball game, and they're not putting any time on the clock. So who knows? Anyway, there's the 3-minute mandatory warm-up time.
Next week, we don't play on Friday.
That's right. And it's Zizzer Sports Day because there's like 5 different activities all in West Plains next Thursday, and the highlight of West Plains takes on Hillcrest Hornets.
A lot of stuff going on that day. There's all kinds of stuff going on that day. Appreciation and Zizzer Sports Night, I think, is what.
Yeah, I know the volleyball team plays. I think the tennis is at home. Boys soccer may be at home too. There's all kinds of things going on.
Golf team's playing too, but I believe they're out of town for that. But nearly everybody's playing.
And it's a Thursday night, and we were kind of talking about the fact that a lot of teams are playing on Thursday because of lack of officials.
If you'd like to make a little extra money and get close to the game again, it's really the state will send you all the necessary literature to get boned up on the rules of the game and like that. And you're going to take an open book test. Your chances of passing this test are outstanding. So just learn the basics and get started. And I heard a name yesterday I hadn't heard in a while. Emery Dilday.
Yes.
And Emery Dilday is one of the great officiating legends from this part of the state of Missouri. The guy and his crew, no telling how many games they saw.
I think he refereed for 40 years. I think it's 40-some years, I believe.
And his crew was always, I think, by most people,
rated very highly,
considered to be, if not the best, one of the very best officiating crews. And remembering watching them officiate, you seldom saw much controversy or much argument with their crew because they had that kind of respect from people.
We've got about 45 seconds to go till the second half kickoff. We'll take one 30-second break, and we'll be back with the second half here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Get a great deal on Kubota tractors at Edgelern Harbor Farm Equipment, like the L2501 package. Get a four-wheel drive Kubota L2501 with box blade, Kubota loader, and bush hog, 4.0 down, $306 per month with 2.49 APR for 84 months, now through 9/30/22. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Remember, we are two names you can trust, Edgelern Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
All night, back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We're about ready to go with the second half in Harlan. Zizzers are going to come out with the football, and they're going to go down and score.
That would be good. That would be a great way to start the half. If they could do it by eating up a little bit of time, that would be even better. But when you're behind, all you care about is not being behind. Get the lead,
back ahead.
Get the lead, and then deal with everything else.
Falcons are on the field. Zizzers are on the far sideline. We're about ready to go with the second half. 14-12. Zizzers trail by 2 as we start the second half here from Glendale High School at Low Field.
Glendale they will be kicking the ball away, and they'll be kicking the ball, I believe, into the wind just a little bit. And so perhaps that can translate into some really good field position. Last week on a couple of kickoffs already, we've seen the Zizzers use 3 deep receivers, get the ball to the middle guy, and then make reverses. We'll see if they do that here.
And we're going the other direction.
We are going the other way.
Yeah.
A little bit of a tailwind.
Yep. We get to win the third quarter. Zizzers will receive the ball at the east end of the field. You got Miller and
Conyers.
Yes, back there deep. My program's soaked, so I don't have one.
We've got 9 guys up in the box.
Pooch kick. Conyers catches it at the 25. Conyers to the 35. Conyers stalls forward all the way to the 44-yard line, so a 19-yard return by the little man wearing number 17, and it's 1st and 10, West Plains.
I've always thought that's just horrible football because you're just giving the other team with any kind of return the ball across the 40-yard line and setting them up on a 60-yard field. Well, if they want to give it to you, take it.
Take it.
Yep, absolutely.
You only got to go, the Zizzers got to go 56 yards to get a go-ahead score. Simpson comes out on the field. The West Plains Zizzers trail by 2, as I said, 14-12, and the rain has stopped.
And your program is
still wet. It's not drying out. Simpson's in the shotgun. He's back there with Miller. Simpson, Miller in the backfield. 2 receivers left. They hand off to Miller, sweep left side. Miller cuts it up, picks up about 2. They'll give him to the 46-yard line. So that'll bring up a second down and 8 to go. Miller's out of the ball game. He's limping off the field. Looks like he's got maybe a little bit of a left leg problem there.
Lucas Conyers comes into the ball game for him, and it wouldn't be a surprise at all. Lucas has been a big key on moving the football on the run here in the first half of the ball game.
Miller getting some attention by the training staff on the far sideline. He's got a cramp, trying to walk it off. Conyers in the backfield. Simpson sends a man in motion. Inside handoff, they fake. Pressure comes up the middle. Simpson throws it down the middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands. No, it's caught.
Nope.
They said it hit the ground?
Yeah, called it incomplete.
Official called it incomplete, intended there for number 10, Briggs Houston. And it's in and out of his hands, and it's third down and 9, and Simpson took a shot just as he let that ball go.
And that pass was really good, really well thrown in spite of the fact that he got hit. It was right on the money.
Play clock's at 23 as Simpson gets a play from Coach White on the sideline. He brings it back in himself. Play clock at 15, boys. Get to the line. Third down and 8. Conyers, the tailback. Howell, the fullback, in front. Simpson drops back, fakes the handoff, throws it to the outside, and it's going to be knocked away. But I think we're going to have a hold against the defense this time. Is he the back judge? I can't remember.
That'd be the back judge.
Judge threw the flag toward the receiver. Flag's on the field. We got a holding I'm sure that's a hold in the secondary or in the backfield.
I think that's going to take away a first down for West Plains.
Unless it was late hit. Looks like holding against Glendale. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Other way, Mr. Official.
Roughing the passer's got to go against Glendale.
Blue, there
we go. He signaled against West Plains for roughing the passer. Woo! So that's going to be, what are you going to do? Well, let's see. You can't mark them both off, can you?
They'll take the bigger penalty of the two.
They'll take the roughing the passer. That's 15.
Declined on the hold. Roughing the passer.
Yeah.
You bet.
Takes the ball all the way down to the 39-yard line. Coach Mock's trying to get an explanation. And all I know is there's a yellow on this side, yellow on that side, and the Zizzers have it first and 10 at the Falcon 39-yard line with 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
He argues not to change the call, but to hopefully avert another call like that.
Zizzers come out with 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Conyers the only running back. Motion across the full field. Simpson calls for the ball, runs it himself, tucks it up inside. Not a lot of run, bounces out to the outside, and he should have just kept running. Simpson had an opportunity to get to the outside, but was caught from behind. Picks up maybe 2, and it's going to bring up second down and 8.
Glendale's defense not real physical, but they're pretty quick. They can get to the football, especially their guys in the defensive backfield. They've got good quickness.
Excuse me. Zizzers has the football, second down and 9 from the 38-yard line. They've had it since the second half kickoff. They trail by 2, 14-12. Miller on the sideline with a cramp. That puts Lucas Conyers as the tailback. Simpson turns, hands deep in the eye to Conyers. He bounces up the middle. Not much there that time as he tried to jump over the pile and picks up maybe another yard. That'll bring up a third down and 7 for the West Plains offense.
You're in a pretty good spot on the field here where you can do about anything you want, but you don't have to get the first down. If you can pick up 6-7 yards, that would put you in a really good spot to go for it on fourth down.
Set third down and 8. The ball resting at the 42.5 yard line, And here comes the Zizzers to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the right, or 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Motion man comes into the set. Quick pitch. They fake it. Simpson's going to run for his life. Throws it out there in the flat. Nobody's there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
That could be intentional.
That could have been, but no flags thrown as he was outside the pocket.
Yes.
And there was thrown out of bounds. So now we're looking at a 4th and 8 at the 38-yard line, and it looks like the Zizzers are going to go for it here, Harlan.
Oh, absolutely. I'll go for it here. You can 8 yards. You can pick up 8 yards.
Falcons have been bringing a lot of pressure the last couple of times that Simpkins has been in the backfield. And Coach White's going to let the clock run down. In fact, he's going to take a timeout. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is Ta-da! Justin Shelby State Farm. State Farm agent Justin Shelby is your go-to agent in Houston and West Plains for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call Justin Shelby State Farm for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Get to Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains. They're fully stocked with Ashley sectionals with many styles and colors to choose from. Do you need a freezer with deer season coming up? Grab an upright or chest type freezer in stock now. While you're there, pick out an entertainment center for a stylish place for your TV while you watch the big game. They start at only $479.99. Get 24 months no interest with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
Play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. Zizzers are going to go 4th and 8. Simpson in the backfield with number 17, that's Conyers. Snap back. Simpson looks down the middle. Throws it down the right side. It's intended out there, and it's going to be incomplete. The ball intended there for number 10, that's Houston, and that's going to be a turnover on down, so the Falcons will have the ball at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ball a little overthrown, and Houston didn't have much of a chance to catch it. If that ball gets intercepted,
it's a punt.
At worst, it's a good punt inside the 10-yard line.
Houston slow to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons are ready to run a play. Zizzer's defense out there. They trail 14-12. We got 9:13 to go here in the third quarter. Falcons have the ball in their blue uniforms, white trim. Zizzer's in the white uniforms with a black trim. And I can see the numbers. What an amazing thing that is. Four-walker. And I think we're going to have an illegal procedure. Yes, we did. Right tackle moved out of that 2-point stance.
Glendale hasn't turned the ball over yet.
No, they have not. Are you wishing for one?
I'm begging for one.
Harlan's begging for the TO, baby.
Needs a turnover here. That would be great.
Throw one right here to throw one to Hafer out here in this right flat.
Right to him.
Forbacher looks that way, throws it over the middle. It's caught by that Andrews kid. I think it is named Andrews, isn't it? Number 4?
Yes, Wyatt Andrews.
Wyatt Andrews, yes. He's caught a bunch of footballs, and he's down. He's still down. Ball's at the 50-yard line where it's 1st and 10, and Andrews is up on his own. He's going to be helped off the field, but he's got to come out of play because the clock stopped because of him.
That's the kind of a cramp walk right there.
Yeah. Miller's over on the far sideline trying to get rid of his cramps.
You know, that play they just completed, that slant, that is really hard to
defend. Yes, it is. The safety has to stop it. He's got to step in and stop it.
He's got to see it quick.
Yeah. Forbacher drops the throw, pressure from the outside, looks down the middle, throws. Oh my gosh, nobody here. Caught there by the wide receiver, number 88. And unfortunately, 88, I have no idea who he is because he must be a sophomore on page 2.
That play, they ran the same play last week at Waynesville, and it really broke for a big play.
Yeah, it broke all the way down to the West Plains 25. Forbacher on the quarterback's draw. He's inside the 15. He got tackled, balls on the ground, and guess what? The Falcons came up with it. He dropped the balls. He didn't take the slide that time. That's probably why he slides. Anyway, he didn't slide. The ball gets loose, but the Falcons fall on it, and it's another first down all the way to the 15-yard line. Zizzers make substitutions. They're going to go with 4 defensive linemen this time. 2 linebackers, 6 defensive backs. 5 defensive backs. Ball add. Blocker drops the throw. Pressure no there. Inside pass by Andrews, and he's wrapped up immediately as the Zizzers had that one smelled out, and there's a loss of 3 back to a loss of 2 back to the 17-yard line, and it'll bring up and there's a flag in the secondary. That's not good. What do we got? I bet it's a hold in the secondary. Holding, personal foul face mask against West Plains.
So that's a major penalty.
Yeah. After a 2-yard loss, we get hit with a flag, and it's going to take the ball from the 12-yard line down to the 6-yard line, or make it the 9-yard line. And it's going to be first down and 5. Ball at the 9. Falcons about 9 yards from getting another score. Zizzer defense needs to step up here. Forbacher on the quarterback draw is hit at the 5-yard line, falls forward to the 4.5, so it's a real close to a first down. In fact, they're going to give him the first down, or second down and goal. That was first and goal. Now it's second and goal.
Carter McCracken was in on that play. He's played a lot tonight and played good.
Yes, he has. He's played well at that outside linebacker position. Zizzers defense, they need to step up. Forbacher, pressure comes, gets away to the outside. Forbacher throws it down the middle, touchdown. His scrambling ability right there, Harlan, created that score.
Well, they got pressure from the outside, and once he got away from that, there's not much you can do because Forbacher knows how to run this offense, and he knows where people are going to be. So he just looks around and finds a guy, boom, touchdown.
20-12, 7:34 to go in the third quarter. The Falcons have an 8-point lead, and they're going to go for 2.
This is a big extra point right here.
Now they're going to get they're going to get things slowed down because they're going to ask to have the ball moved to the hash mark. So the play clock resets at 25 seconds, and now they get a chance to run their 2-point conversion from the left hash.
This 2-point conversion will make the difference in it being a 1 or 2 score game.
Yes, it will. Forbacher. And the offense is out there. They got an unbalanced line to the right side. Got an official's timeout for some reason.
They're going to move the ball back.
They're going to put it back in the middle. And the Falcons are going to run the swinging gate formation, except they don't have a kicker. They're going to run a play from this formation. Forbacher, snap, pressure comes. He jigs around, throws it down the middle, and the ball is caught for the 2-point conversion. Andrews in the end zone, and we got a 22-12 ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. As we all know, new vehicles have been very hard to come by lately. But in West Plains, we have truckloads of new vehicles arriving daily. That's right, we have the most inventory here in stock that we've had all year long. Hurry in today before they are all gone.
Find new roads at Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're making things easier. After September 18th, you can expect a new online banking experience that will make it easier to access your money. Account numbers, card numbers, and online banking usernames will stay the same. You'll choose a new password for online banking, but you'll keep the same password from now on. Visit westplainsbank.com for more information or call 417-256-2147 to hear about how we're making things easier for you at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The Falcons take a 10-point lead with that touchdown and extra point. Falcons are going to kick it away. Got a new kicker in the ball game. He's a left footer. Look for the onside again. And it is an onside kick right to the West Plains Zizzers.
Thank you.
Nice catch there by the up man, number 6. That is Will Stauffer. Stauffer, the sophomore, makes the play, and the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at their own 48.
Well, they did their part to give us good field position. Now we got to do something with it. 1st and 52 to get some more points on the board.
Their offense comes on the field down by 10. Need points on the board. Looking to see if I can find Miller because Conyers is back in the ball game, and I don't see him over there on the front. So that means he's in the back someplace. Simpson at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left side. Simpson turns, hands to Conyers up the middle. He's into the secondary. Conyers puts his head down. For a 155-pounder, he sure runs hard, and he picks up 11, and that's a Zizzer first down.
Tell him, get your breath, because you're going to run it again. And maybe again.
And again and again and again.
You bet.
If you can pick up 12 every play.
Well, he'll only have to run it about 4 more times.
Let's see, at the 42. Yep, 4 times, and we're in.
Yep.
First and 10 from the Falcon 42-yard line. Zizzers trail by 10, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Zizzers need points. Motion comes this way. Simpson, Conyers hitting the backfield, puts his head down, gets across the line to the 40-yard line, and we've got people down all over the place. And there's going to be, that's an unsportsmanlike conduct against the guy from Glendale, as he just basically hit that offensive lineman with a punch.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was a basic swing, wasn't it, bro? Yeah, it was.
Good.
Yeah.
That's 15.
And he's coming out. I don't think he got ejected, but he's coming out of the ball game.
He is stopped before he can get to the bench.
Yeah, Coach Mock's got a hold of him. And it's a 15-yarder, so that's going to take the ball all the way down to the 26-yard line, where it's going to be first and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers. And, Harlan, I hate to say this, but I haven't seen Hafer out there this series.
He had a shoulder issue coming in, so that could be the problem with him.
Oh, that's not good. Hafer's on the sideline over there with Miller. Pass caught by the West Plains Zizzers, number 22, and I can't remember his name to save my life. Hudson takes it all the way down to the, about the 12-yard line, where it's first and 10 West Plains. As they march down the field here, into the ball game comes Kinslow. Simpson goes to the sideline, gets the play from Coach Wyatt, comes back in. Zizzers at the 12-yard line, first and 10. They come to the line of scrimmage, tied in to the left side. Single setback of Conyers. Simpson, motion man. And they give it to the motion man. And that's Hudson up the middle down to the 10-yard line, so that's going to be a pickup of 2. That'll bring up a second down and 8.
Hudson had a head of steam when he got the football.
Yes, he did.
I thought he was going to get a little more than that, but Glendale did a good job stopping the play, and so they're looking at West Plains can get a first down if they can get the ball down to the 3. Right now it's at the 10.
Ball's at the 10-yard line. It's second down. Glendale in that 5, basically a 5-2, 5-3, 3 defensive backs. They're spread across the field as the Zizzers spread it out a little bit this time. Simpson calls for the ball, fakes the handoff. He's going to run right, and he's not going to go anywhere. Simpson's actually going to lose some yardage on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down and about 9, third down or 10 for the West Plains Zizzers offense from their own, or from the Falcon 12-yard line.
We were running that ball down the field, upfield successfully. We've got down close to, down the red zone. We've just suddenly started running sideways, and you're doing the defense a favor when you do that.
And I just saw Heston Miller take off his tape, which means he's probably done for the evening. He and Hafer over on the far bench, and coaching staff or the medical staff around both of them. Simpson in the shotgun. Conyers in the backfield with him. We got a timeout or what?
Yep.
Yes, we got a timeout. Coach White's not happy about something. We'll be back in a minute. Here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you want to prove to your neighbors that you own land, you need a deed. But if you want to prove it to yourself, you need a tractor. That's why Coyote's made 2 all-new subcompact tractor models, the CS2220 and CS2520, feature drive-over mid-mount mower option and 22 25-horsepower Coyote diesel engines. They also come with available loader with quick attach bucket, standard, and available backhoe. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, today at Lunch Equipment. Coyote, we dig dirt.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau.
pens, paper forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Simpson looks left, throws right, man, wide open, touchdown. Houston in the end zone. We got a score. It is 22-18, and I'll bet the Zizzers go for two right here, Harlan.
For Greg Houston, could he have been more wide open in the left corner of the end zone? Wow.
I think I could have thrown it to him.
Someone lost their guy over there.
So the Zizzers get the score as Simpson to Houston makes it a 22-18 ball game with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Zizzers are going to go for two. Simpson, quarterback. Houston, wide receiver to the left side. Wide to the right side goes Kinslow. Running back is Conyers. They send Hudson in motion. Seen this play before. Option. And Simpson's not going to make it. Unfortunately, he has not had much luck running the football tonight. That's going to be a no play. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We got a 22-18 ball game. Zizzers are within 4. Unfortunately, we've not scored any extra points yet. Because if we had, we'd have a tie ball game.
I think I will do that, Jim. Actually.
Larson puts the ball down at the 40-yard line. He's had good luck kicking in this direction. One touchback and one received at the 1-yard line. Deep for the Falcons is that number 11, who is a pretty good athlete. And that's Alex Clifford. You'd think I'd remember names by now, but I'm 67 and can't remember who I am. Ball received at the 5 by Conyers. He's caught around the 19-yard line, brought down. The ball's on the ground, but they said he was down before he fumbled the football, and there's still a scrum going on for the football under the pile.
They're scuffling. I think West
Plains says they've got it, and the officials
I agree.
say they do. And the Falcons are saying they didn't fumble. West Plains says they do fumble, and now they say Glendale has it.
Oh, brother.
What is going on? They're going to mark it Glendale's ball at the 22. We got a little discussion. We got a timeout taken by the officials. Official timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. Harlan, that was a big play right there. We thought we had the football for about 5 seconds.
Somebody talked somebody out of something over there, whatever the case may have been.
Yeah, whatever.
The referee pointed West Plains way, and then there was a side judge or somebody came in and
pointed the other way.
Yeah.
Falcons have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 4:53 to go, third quarter. Zizzers trail by 4, 22-18. Forbacher in the backfield. Quick pass out to the right side. And got a sideline to run on. Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so that's a pickup of 15. Now to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons as they get the ball to their two good receivers, Andrews and Clifford.
They got West Plains to take a step in, and that allowed them to create a lane up the sideline for a big gain.
Zizzer's defense spread out across the field as the Falcons spread out from 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers left. Forbacher looks down the middle of the field, throws it down the sideline, in and out of the hands. Nice play made by Kinslow and Simpson, and the ball falls incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 35.
You know, one thing that West Plains has done in the defensive backfield, they have taken away the deep middle of the field so far. Glendale will throw the ball anywhere they can find a spot, and that's where you give up some big plays sometimes. But because West Plains is playing that umbrella zone, they're not able to get the ball deep down the middle of the field.
Forbacher in the backfield. Zizzers, 4-man rush. They make it a 2-man rush. Forbacher, cross field, no way. Nice coverage there by McCracken. Even with that big cast on his hand, he was right there covering that wide receiver.
That's kind of interesting. You know, he had at least 2 or 3 other people out on that pattern, and he chose to try to make a really tough pass, tough angle. It had to have been over the shoulder and right in there, but it just didn't fall right.
3rd down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line, 4:35 to go, 3rd quarter. Zizzers down by 4. Forbacher, slight pressure, throws it to the outside. Andrew, no, that's not a catch.
He was wobbling that.
Oh, they're going to give it to him. They gave it to him. Unbelievable. Good thing they don't have replay in high school.
I could be wrong, but it sure looked to me like he did not have possession of it when he was falling out of bounds.
No, he did not have the balls. He was hitting the ground over here. Anyway, it's a 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Zizzer 49. Forbacher, snap, inside handoff to Andrews. Andrews hit immediately, falls forward for 2, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 as Andrews on the first actual running play by somebody other than Forbacher. Make it 2nd down and 7. Forbacher in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Looks left side, throws it to the outside. Andrews didn't get that one as Kinslow's there to make the play, and it's going to bring 3rd down and about 7 to go.
Pretty good game being had in the defensive backfield for West Plains tonight. We've got a couple of guys. Ryland and Kinslow really made a good play there. He's made a few other good plays. Our linebackers, again, are playing pretty good tonight. And they've been in on a lot of plays and playing all over the field.
Houston and Simpkins, the 2 deep safeties. Forbacher looks to take the snap. Down the middle of the field he looks, throws it to the right sideline. There's going to be a man open, but he's overthrown as Stoffer and Houston are there to make the play, and it brings up 4th down and about 6 to go for the Falcons, and I think they're going to go for this one.
In this kind of game, up by 4, they would be better suited to punt the ball here, I would think.
But they're not even looking for the punt team.
Well, they may wish they had if they don't come up with this.
Falcons on 4th and 6. Snap back. No pressure at all. Forbacher scrambles. Throw it away. Oh, get him down. Get him down. Get him down. Oh, my gosh. Forbacher escapes pressure. He picks up the 1st down across the 50 to the 40-yard line. The Zizzers had him cornered at the Falcon 45, and his athletic ability put him at the West Plains 40-yard line, Harlan.
He's the only runner they got, and he made a good play there. West Plains should have had him, though. They should have had him way back upfield, and he got away. He had two guys with a shot, but couldn't finish.
Falcons are going to huddle. They're actually going to huddle. Now we got a flag down. What do we got? Illegal procedure, because they were on the line.
Yep, somebody was down and came up.
Yeah, legal procedure against the Falcons. And, you know, you hate to say this, but they probably really don't care. That's just 5 more yards they got to pick up.
It's not like it's going to determine whether they go for it or punt it.
Yeah. 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Ball at the 45-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Falcons in Zizzer territory. After a big play by the quarterback, Cole Forbacher. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Seen that a few times. Forbacher looks right, throws it left, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of the wide receiver, and Simpson could have taken a serious lick there, but he pulled up, and the ball hits the ground, and it's going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Falcons. West Plains needs points, but they got to get the ball. Trail by 4, 3:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Forbacher in the backfield. And Zizzers jump off sides, and they give the 5 yards back.
Offside is the call against West Plains. It will remain 2nd down.
Zizzers are playing, looks to me like they're playing their entire secondary is also on their offensive unit. Now, the defensive line is not their offensive line. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 40-yard line now for the Falcons. Forbacher back to throw. Down the right side, in and out of the hands of the wide receiver on the quick slant. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Forbacher can really throw the football, but he is not nearly as good throwing the ball when you've got somebody in his face, though, like any other quarterback.
Well, I was going to say, when you're backing up, it's hard to throw it.
Yes.
They're bringing in 3 new defensive linemen. A little fresh meat out there. Put a little pressure.
You got to get after it.
Forbacher, 3rd and 10 from the 40. Snap back. Pressure comes from the outside. He steps up. He runs right. He's going to pick up the 1st down and a bunch more. Runs out of bounds. Nice. No flag? No. Forbacher hit out of bounds at the 24-yard line, but that's enough for a 1st down, and the Falcons maintain control of the football.
Ultimately, however this game turns out, I think we're going to find out that as much as they throw the ball, and that's the only way they really move it on offense, it's going to be his legs instead of his arm.
We need a spy. A spy that can run with him, because right now our spy can't run with him. Our spy is number 51. Forbacher looks left, throws left, intercepted! McCracken! He's going to go all the way! McCracken with... Don't do that. What in the heck are you thinking, son? Don't do that. Touchdown, Zizzers. West Plains gets the interception by McCracken. Number 26 with a cast on his hand. Takes it all the way back. So the first turnover turns into points for the West Plains Zizzers. We lead 24-22.
About a 75-yard interception return for the kid who has a cast on his hand.
Missing a finger.
That is a heck of a play by him. And it was bound to happen at some point. Someone was going to try to jump one of these short routes. And
he did. He did it. McCracken stepped right in front of it. He goes 75 yards, and the Zizzers take a 2-point lead. What a play by McCracken. Missed last week's game because of the accident, but he's back tonight with the cast and had a heck of a play right there.
And this is going to result, somebody didn't get out on the field quick enough, and play clock is down to 7.
And don't take time out, Coach. Please, don't take time. Just go ahead and take the 5-yard penalty. You're going to kick the extra point anyway. And no, you're not. You're going to get it blocked. Tried to get it off before the play clock. We're 0 for 3 kicking the football. Zizzers lead 24-22. We'll be back in a minute. Here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
'Twas a great battle once raged across these lands. The battle of the beverages, they called it. The true blue champion is ice-cold, delicious Pepsi. Look for the coupon on 24-pack. 24-pack. Time once again for another Pepsi Pep Talk. When life gives you lemons, you say no thanks, but I will take a Pepsi. This has been a Pepsi Pep Talk. Look for the coupon on 16-ounce 12-pack.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Low line drive by Larson goes into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. The Falcons will have it at 1st and 10. And now we got another flag. I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Zizzers. Let's wait to see here. Motions are running a little wild right now.
The penalty came after the play was
done. Long dead. Dead ball.
It's going to be West Plains, I'm pretty
sure.
Personal foul is the call.
So instead of 1st and 10 at the 20, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Falcons have the ball, trailing by 2 now, 24-22. Zizzers with, 4 touchdowns. That's 24 points. Falcons with 3 touchdowns, and that's 22 points. Zizzers defensively, 3 down linemen, not down, but 3 linemen, 1 linebacker, 7 defensive backs now. And we've got timeout, West Plains. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
When it's time for new tires, Don's Auto Service in West Plains needs to be your first stop. Right now, you can get up to $75 back plus an added bonus of up to $75 more when you use the Goodyear credit card. Rebates paid by Goodyear Visa prepaid card on purchases made now through September 30th, 2022. Stop in or give them a call today.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
All right, back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We're in Glendale, we're in Springfield at Glendale High School, Low Stadium. The Zizzers lead the Falcons by a score of 24-22. And Harlan, I'm looking over on the far sideline. You got Hafer and Miller haven't played in the second half, and that's 4 starters that missing. You're missing 2 guys, but that's 4 starting positions because they both go both ways.
So this gives somebody else a chance to step up, and right now your team's ahead by 2.
Zizzers lead for 24-22. 2 deep safeties, Houston and Simpson. Snap back to Forbacher. No pressure, but at least that way he won't run.
Holding. Good grief.
There was a lot of holding there. Ball over the middle, tip, and then a nice stick there by Simpson, but it's still enough for a first down as Andrews catches it out at the 47, 48-yard line, and they're marking him at the 50. They marked the ball at the 50. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line instead of the 48.
Or their big tackle on that play got away with some major league holding.
He grabbed.
I'm telling you. Eagleberger had somebody just spun him around. It was right in front of the referee. That's the crazy part.
Officials are forcing one of the Zizzers to go to the sideline for an equipment problem. And in comes the ball game, number 35 for the West Plains Zizzers as a one-play replacement. That's Lance Norton, junior defensive back for the West Plains Zizzers. Forbacher. Back to throw. Looks left, comes up the middle on the run. Referee gets in the way. Forbacher gets across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And
they finally called it.
They did call that one, didn't they?
Finally.
Yeah.
That last one was so egregious. That was just a matter of time till they made that one up, because I think he saw it. Maybe he just couldn't get the flag out of his pocket, but it was a bad one.
They called the holding 5 yards deep in the backfield, so it'll be from the spot of the foul, so it turns into a 15-yard penalty. It's going to take the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line, and the officials have had their work cut out for them tonight. With all the pass plays by the Falcons, there's plenty of opportunities to grab hold of one of the pass rushers for the West Plains Zizzers. West Plains, listen, back on the field, number 22, at that outside linebacker position. Falcons, 5 wide receivers all night long.
That was
Forbacher. Almost picked off there by McCracken again, and this time he's cramped up.
Eagleberger has held Miles Foster
Every play.
At least every other play.
Yeah, well, every play this series.
You think about the number of times they throw. Say they throw it 70 times in a game, and so far only get called for one hold. I mean, there's something non sequitur about all that stuff.
Mahan comes in with that left defensive end. Let's see if he gets held.
Well, Miles Foster had a push, and he is forcing their hand over there.
Snap back, 4-blocker. Pressure comes over the middle. Ball's caught. Maybe. I don't know. No officials. They haven't signaled one way or the other. Now they're going to say it's a completion, and it's third down and about 17, 18 yards to go for the Falcons. As the ball's at the 42-yard line, they got to get to the West Plains 40 for a 1st and 10. And folks, if we sound confused, it is because we are. I have no idea what's going on out there. 4-blocker. Snap back. Looks down the middle of the field. Throws it there. Wide open is the wide receiver who fell down before the line of scrimmage. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him at the 41, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 1 as the ball was caught there by number 11, and that's the junior wide receiver, Clifford. 4th and 1. Zizzers defensively needed to stop, but they're not going to get it. It's 4-blocker. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. They're marking him short. The official on the far sidelines got him marked short of the yard line, and as they walk, they get closer and closer to the yard.
That's not a
now
good
they put
mark.
it down at the. Now they put it on the line. When he came in, he was at the half-yard line. Now he's at the yard line.
That's a bad mark. That ball should be about a half-yard back.
He was stopped at the 40.5-yard line, but they put the ball at the 40. Oh my gosh!
That's going to be probably a 1st down. If not, it's going to be by the nose of the ball.
It's short. Zizzers hold by inches. The closer the official got to the center of the field, the closer he got to the yard line. Jim's got it on tape.
Wow.
Those folks at home are watching right now going, because we're sitting right there on the 40-yard line, and Jim can see right down the line there. 1st and 10, West Plains Zizzers.
They reset. Now, they reset the ball wrong.
Yeah. They've got it set now. Opposite.
If it were there,
it'd have been a 1st down.
It'd been a 1st down.
Yeah.
So they moved the ball up about a 1.5 feet. That's not good.
Yeah. Anyway, all we know is it's 1st and 10 West Plains, and they got a 2-point lead with a minute to go, and now we got a flag against the West Plains Zizzers for illegal substitution. We've got 12 out there, and you can only have 11.
Well, if you go far enough north, that's not a bad play. But here's south of the
if you're playing in Canada,
yeah, you can do all sorts of things to get away with it.
You can run and run around and move toward the line of scrimmage.
Just nuts.
1st and 15, the ball marked at the 35-yard line. We've got a minute 16 to go in the 3rd quarter. Simpson in the backfield. Hudson gets the handoff. No, he doesn't. Simpson keeps it up the middle. Simpson carries it to about the 30. Where are they going to mark him? 39. So that's a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd down and 11 for the West Plains Zizzers, who need to run some clock and get a touchdown.
Run one more play here, and then you can get a break between quarters and get ready for the 4th. Hey,
with the lead.
You look at the clock. You're up 24-22 on the road at Glendale. You got the football. There's a long way to go, but you put yourself in a good spot.
Simpson brings them to the line of scrimmage on a 2nd down and 11. Conyers in the backfield. Simpson looks at the clock. Motion man comes back. Pitch left. They fake the pitch. Going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be
wide open.
Wide open is Houston. Houston has it all the way down to the Falcon 29-yard line. What a throw and catch by the West Plains Zizzers.
No penalty flags on the ground. That's a big, big play. Briggs Houston with a big catch right there. He had a touchdown taken away last week because of an illegal man downfield, or else he would have had about a 75-yard score. That's a big play, and that will take care of the rest of the 3rd quarter.
Don't snap it, boys. You don't have to. They come to the line. Coach Wright's going to let them play. Simpson turns, pitches, Conyers. Or no, that's Miller back in the ball game. Miller crosses the 25 down to the 24-yard line. As the third quarter comes to the end, it's West Plains 24. Glendale 22. We'll be back in a minute. Here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today, 256-8171. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
All night back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We played 3 quarters in the Zizzers lead by a score of 24-22. And Harlan, it's been a pretty good football game to watch.
It's been a really good football game to watch. You take out, the fact that you're really pulling for one side over the other, but just for a neutral observer watching this football game, you'd have to say it's been pretty balanced, been pretty even, and West Plains has put themselves in a position to win the game here in the fourth quarter.
I don't think anybody said I was ever neutral, though.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
I wasn't saying anything of the like.
Zizzers have the ball, first or second down and 7 at the 22. Pitch right side, Miller. Miller cuts it up inside the 20. Miller down to the 15-yard line. And that's another first down for the West Plains Zizzer as Miller's running the football after he went out with a Coach Simpkins was telling Mike Renfro cramps. And what do we got? We got a flag? No, we just trying to move the penalty or move the flag. But the flag crew moved before the officials told them to.
But speaking of flags, you got to be really careful here because they have shown no hesitancy to call West Plains for holding tonight. Yeah. So keep those hands in and don't get caught for a holding penalty.
And we're about to get a delay of game because there's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, snap back.
Made
it. No delay. Simpson picks up some good yards, and there's a flag. Just as you said it, Zizzers get called for another holding flag. They're going to call it on the West Plains offensive line as the ball got down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7-yard line. Holding's called against the West Plains Zizzers. Fellas, you got to keep your hands inside your body. Going to mark it off from the spot of the from the previous spot. So it's a 10-yard penalty from the 15. Takes it back to the 25. So now it's first and 20 from the 25-yard line for the West Plains Zizzer offense.
Just sucks the life out of your offense when that happens. You had a good play, and you're getting close to the goal line, and then you get called for a holding penalty. Man, that just kills you.
The good thing about it is the clock's still running. We're inside of 11:35 to go in the ball game. Zizzers have the lead, and the ball is the Falcon 25-yard line. Zizzers. Kinslow goes wide right. They go 4 wide receivers. Motion man across the formation. Inside fake. They're going to run a screen pass to Miller. He catches it. Miller down the sideline. Miller cuts to the outside. And there's going to be another flag on a hold again against the West Plains Zizzers as they caught the guard tackling the defensive back.
Now that's a hold.
That was a tackle. That wasn't a hold. That was a tackle.
Man.
Holding, blocking the back against the Zizzers. Well, that's because he tackled him. I saw that one. So instead of having it at the 25, now it's going to be second down and 25 from the 30. We got to get to the 5-yard line for a 1st and 10. Clock stopped, 11-11 to go in the ball game.
Second down.
Second down and 25 from the 30-yard line.
It remains first down.
Now they say it's first down.
Run it. Run it again.
Kinslow goes wide left. Houston and 2 other receivers to the right side. Miller in the backfield by himself. Motion he goes. Fake left. Going to throw it right. Going to run up the middle. Simpson down the left sideline. Inside the 20 to the 16, 17-yard line. And no flag. We ran a play without a flag. But we're down to the 17-yard line, so it's going to be second down and 12 for the Zizzers from the Falcons 17.
Hayden Simpson gave him a little bit of the Forbacher treatment there as he pulled it down. He made a really quick move up the field and then took it to the sideline, and that turned into a very good gain.
Alden did a good job running the football that time. It's now second down and 12, which is a little bit more manageable than 1st and 35. Snap back, pitch right side. Miller, get to the outside and run, Miller, excuse me. I'll get it right eventually. And he picks up 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 to go. And Harlan, this is a really big play, even though there's still 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Run it again.
And again.
And again if you have to.
Right.
But, Carl Williams, you remember Carl Williams?
Carl Williams, yes. Mountain Grove, Panthers.
Carl used to say he was a big believer in that stuff. When you throw the ball, 3 things happen, 2 are bad. So let's just run it.
He get in that old power eye.
But Carl could throw the football, too, when they wanted to.
Yeah, especially when his son was playing quarterback. Simpson, under center, going to drop the throw. Pressure comes. Simpson rolls right. Pressure's going to be there. Throws it away. So that's going to force a 4th down and 7. And the clock stops. Now what are we going to do? And they're going to call, we got a flag.
There's nobody out there, but he was outside the
pocket.
pocket.
They're picking the flag up. They're picking the flag up.
By the way,
yes,
you reminded me of something. Some sad news, and you referenced David Williams. He passed away today.
Did he really?
I
had not known that.
He had a lot of health issues over the last few years, and so we lost David Williams. So
coached against him. Played golf against him.
Condolences to his friends and family. David was as good a high school quarterback as I ever saw in this part of the state.
Larson in to attempt a 28-yard field goal attempt. Snap back, kicks up. This one looks to be good.
It is good.
It is good. Zizzers 27, Falcons 22. We got 9:25 to go, and we'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Are you in the market for a new home here in Southern Missouri? Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have over 20 years experience in real estate lending and can help guide you through the process. When you're ready for a loan, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex, just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
JS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We've got 9:25 to go in the ball game. Zizzers lead by 5, 27-22 after the field goal by Larson. He was 0 for 4 in PATs to kick the field goal.
28 yards.
28 yards. That's 3 more points than we had a while ago.
And that was at an angle, too, from the right hash mark.
Larson to kick it away from the 40.
Another turnover would be good here.
Yes, it would. High, short kick. And what we got a flag. What was this? What?
It's going to be offside, probably.
Well, delay a game.
Oh, it was.
Delay of game is the call against West Plains.
Still the same thing, 5 yards back, so you got to kick it from the 35-yard line.
Got to kick it from the 35 now. Zizzers lead by 5, 27-22. We still got 9:25 to go here in quarter number 4. Zizzers have played well this evening. Miller came back after cramps in the end of the first half. He's in the backfield, was in the backfield that drive. Larson, low line drive. Hits at the 25-yard line.
Excellent.
Picked up there. Nice coverage by the Zizzers, a 5-yard return. So the Zizzers defense will be out on the field at the 32-yard line where Falcons will have it first and 10. Nice play there by the Zizzer cover team there.
Chase Larson, big field goal, makes it a 5-point game. And that's important because a field goal won't do anything.
Field goal can't beat you.
Can't beat you. So
Touchdown can. Field goal can. Zizzer defense across the field they go. 3 down linemen, or I shouldn't say down linemen, 3 linemen, and everybody else is at least 6 yards deep. And the safeties are 20 yards deep. Forbacher to throw. Pressure comes. Block in the back. No call. Forbacher. Tackle for a loss. Nice play made there by number 51. And he's been the shadow all night long, and he finally makes the tackle. Tackle made there by number 51. That is Doolittle. Quincy Doolittle, the senior linebacker, makes the play. Second down, and, well, he actually picked up 2, the officials said. I thought he had him for a loss. Forbacher calls for the ball, looks down the field. There it is. And it's, nice play there by Simpson. And the receiver stays down as he was hit as the ball got to him. And ball's incomplete. And that's number 4. He's their good one.
That's Wyatt Andrews.
Wyatt Andrews is down. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. Andrews is up and walking off. I bet he's back in the ball game in about 2 plays, Harlan. That's kind of where I'm going.
You're right.
Yeah. That was a chance to take a little rest.
A little FaceTime.
3rd down and 8. Falcons have the ball at their own 34-yard line. Zizzer defense on the field, spread across the back player. The secondary, time to make a big play. Miller back in the secondary. You got Kinslow, Stauffer at the cornerback positions. And then you got about 6 safeties.
Mahan and Foster are on the end. We need them to get a good push up field here.
Yes, we do.
Flush him out of the pocket.
Forbacher.
Hey.
Oh, nice play. Was that Foster?
That was Foster.
Foster, number 63, hands up, knocks the ball down. So it's 4th and 8 from your own 34. What do you do here, Harlan?
Well, what you do and what they do may be 2 different things. But how in the world do you go for it here? I just...
Because you think you're going to make it, I guess. I don't know, but they're going to go for it.
Good.
Big play here for the Zizzer defense. 4th and 8 on your own 34. Forbacher calls for the ball. He looks down the middle. Pressure comes. Foster chases. Throws the ball. It's caught. And he's got... Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him for the first down. Simpson's there to make the tackle.
Boy, they almost had him.
Almost had him twice. Forbacher should have been tackled in the backfield. He wasn't. Got it away. And then the receiver made the play and dove forward for the first down. The ball's out to the 44-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Falcons with 8:20 to go in the ball game. Forbacher made the play there. Got away from people, made people miss. Zizzers chased him down, couldn't make the tackle. Forbacher looks left, throws right, made the play again, and Stroffer throws. He's back in after 2 plays. Andrews is out of bounds at the 45 of the West Plains Zizzers.
That's a shot.
And that's another first down.
Dink and dunk. It's hard to cover. If you got people that can catch it and the guy can throw it, they've got all that.
They've got all that. That's for sure. They got 2 guys on the outside that can catch the football, and you got to cover them. This time they're both on the same side. Clifford and there's a quarterback draw, and Forbacher picks up about 4. He's brought down at the 41-yard line, so that's a pickup of 4, and it brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Falcons at the West Plains 41.
Jared Mahan made a really good play there. He read that fast and came down from his defensive end spot and made the play right in the middle of the field.
Seitz playing that nose guard. He's the only one in a 3-point stance. Foster gets in a 3-point this time. He's going to get off the ball. Forbacher drops the throw. Slant pattern over the middle. It's caught by Andrews down at the West Plains 32-yard line. That's enough for another Falcon first down. Clock stopped on the first down. 7:24 to go in the ball game. Zizzers up by 5. 3 new defensive linemen. Forbacher looking to the sideline for the play. Falcons. The first time I've run them, seen the clock run down a little. 10 seconds on the play clock. They come to the line of scrimmage. Forbacher, bad snap, picks it up, and he runs, and he's going to get away with stuff. But he's drugged down after a pickup of about 6. That brings up 2nd down and 4 as the ball's down to the 27-yard line. Judd, the sophomore linebacker, playing the nose tackle this series.
Lance Norton is in at defensive end over here on the near side of the field. Need to get some pressure on right here.
Jackson Hunter's the defensive end on the far side. Hunter's an offensive tackle, and he's a freshman, according to my program. Forbacher.
They're letting the clock run down, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Forbacher. Quick. That's a bubble screen. Andrews all the way down to the 19-yard line. Stopped there by Stoffer, and it's enough for another Falcon first down. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Falcons have the ball at the West Plains. Where are they going to mark it? The 18? Yes, 18-yard line. And we got a officials timeout. They're going to take a timeout for water. We'll be back in 1 minute. Here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you're buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that'll dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 has an office in every state with a global referral network that greatly expands your reach in the market. Century 21 has been voted the most respectable in the industry. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, 1822 Porter Wagner in West Plains. Don't settle for average.
Having a broken magic wand just after turning the temps up is not something I anticipated. Now I am melting. I should have ordered a GeoComfort geothermal system instead of wasting money on a wand that hasn't worked in weeks. Staying comfortable wouldn't be a problem then.
Butler Heating and Air and GeoComfort can help. Call Butler Heating and Air in West Plains now for a free estimate on a GeoComfort geothermal system. Butler Heating and Air, your authorized GeoComfort geothermal dealer.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Forbacher in the backfield by himself. It's 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Zizzers by 4. Or by 5. Forbacher drops the throw. Pressure comes. Gets out of it. He rolls left. Pressure still comes. Rolls around. Gets out of that. Oh, my gosh. Finally brought down at the 9-yard line. Should have been tackled maybe 3 times. Anyway, it's a first and 10, or it's a second down and 2 after the run around by Forbacher.
I'll bring up second down for Glendale.
We've had hands on him a lot of times.
Oh,
tonight.
my gosh, yes. Oh. As a defensive coordinator, you go, fellas, you got to tackle him. Wrap up. But you got to get both hands on him, not just one.
Yep. But he's 6'3", about 190, really good athlete. You got to give him some credit, too, with that.
I think the Falcons are going to take a timeout because Forbacher is a little bit shaken up.
He got hit pretty hard there at the end of that play.
And they're going to take a time, and we'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. When deciding on what company to do business with for financing your property, I chose USA Mortgage because we have customizable loan products and programs to fit each individual's needs. Find me in the Silver Springs Business Complex off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
DAS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 27262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquartered 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We got a second down and 1 from the 9-yard line. Falcons have the ball. Zizzers have the lead, though, 27-22. Forbacher in the backfield all by himself as he has been all night long. Zizzers having trouble getting him cornered.
There you go.
He's on the draw. He's up the middle. He's at the 5. He's brought down. There's a flag thrown. That's got to be, is it a hold or is it a face mask? It's a hold. So that's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll take the ball back from the 9-yard line to the 19-yard line, where it's going to be second down and about 11.
Well, we don't want them to get a first down. There's still 5 minutes to go in the ball game. I don't think they're nearly as effective down inside the 10-yard line as they are further away. And in a roundabout way, this may not be a bad penalty for them, but I'm sure that they would much rather be down around the 5 or 6 yard line right now.
Well, the closer they get to the goal line, the more they like to have the ball in number 16's hands running it.
But that's the thing. I'm more convinced now that if they're going to score, it's going to be with his feet instead of his arms so much.
Yeah. Second down and 10, or second down and 11. The ball marked at the 19-yard line. Forbacher drops the throw, looks right, throws right. Ball's caught and dropped. He begged for that, and he got a call.
He looked at the official. The ball was dropped. He looked at the official, held his hands out, and he just reached his pocket and just dropped it. And that's not good.
They're going to call pass interference against the Zizzers. That was Conyers out there on the coverage. Good coverage. They said he got there too soon, and that's going to be a pass interference against the West Plains Zizzers. Is that half the distance of the goal?
Has to be half the distance.
So that'll put it on the 19.
About the 10.
They're marking it all the way down to the 9. That's a 10-yard penalty. They're putting it at the 9.5. Dadgummit, that was a good play. Unfortunately, the flag came out, and now it's second down and 2 again for the Falcons. Forbacher, quarterback draw. He's got the first down and more. In fact, he's Nope. They said he's short. He's short, and he's still down. Forbacher marked at the 1-yard line, so it's going to be first and goal from the 1. Clock stopped at 4:34.
Now they'll put their goal line package in here with the bigger kids coming back.
I don't know what they don't know what they're doing, I don't think.
Well, they better figure it out. They've got 12 on the game clock.
Yeah, and
12 on the play clock.
They're thinking they're going to kick an extra point.
Did they think they scored?
They thought they scored. And now we got an official's timeout.
They thought they scored a touchdown, didn't they?
They thought they scored, and they didn't. Their ball's at the 1 yard line, and the Falcons have to take a timeout with 4:20 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We got 4:20 to go in the ball game. Zizzers lead 27-22. The Falcons have it first and goal from the half-yard line. They thought they scored, Harlan. They were going to kick the extra point, and then they realized they didn't get in.
The center turned around, looked behind him, and there was no quarterback, there's no kicker, no holder, no nothing. Now let's see how they try to get in, because the spread can be a tricky thing down here on the goal line.
They're going to have they've actually got a running back, Forbacher, in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's tackled in the backfield. A nice play, Zizzers. Big play defensively for a loss there, all the way back to the
Doolittle.
Doolittle takes him all the way back. They're going to mark it at the 5. How can they mark it at the 5? What? They mark it at the 5, and he was tackled at the 9. Anyway, it's second down and goal from the 5-yard line. They bring their spread offense back out there. Zizzers defensively did the play there. Doolittle, was it Doolittle, did you say?
Yeah.
Made a heck of a play. Tackled him at the 9, but they spotted at the 5. Figure that one out. Good thing they don't have a replay. Forbacher. Snap. He runs right. He's in. He scores. That makes it 28-27. Falcons lead by 1. 3:27 to go in the ball game. Big play right there, Harlan.
And you just kind of knew that if they were going to score, it was going to be because of him running the football, and that's sure what happened.
Yep, it was. Nobody touched him. He went over the right side, and nobody touched him, and he gets the point. Falcons will go for 2. They lead by 1, 28-27.
Well, it looks like they're going to. I thought for a second they might kick. No, they're going to go for.
They're going to go for 2,
and they. In this case, they need to, because
field goal.
An extra point kick doesn't do you that much good.
He's going to run it again, and guess what? He's going to get in again.
Nope.
No, he did not. So the Zizzers hold on the extra point attempt.
Wait a minute. They stopped the play.
Illegal shift.
Well, did he get in? Because if he didn't, or is that a dead ball foul? If he didn't get in, you decline it.
It's an illegal shift. You can decline that. Now they're saying that he did get in. They're indicating to Coach Wyatt that he did get in.
I kind of thought he did, but from the looks at the end of the play, I wasn't sure.
So the 5-yard penalty takes it back to the 8-yard line. And folks, we talked about the officials. And that's why we don't have very many. Everybody talks bad about them. They did a good job. Forbacher's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw it into the end zone, knocked away by the Zizzers. So that stops the clock. Still, the extra point's no good. So with 3:27 to go, it's 28-27, Falcons on top. We'll be back in a minute on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye. Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Hawkins Home and Lawn.
Need home appliances? Hi, this is Anna. Do you know that Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains and in Mountain Grove has something you will really like? It's called Price Match. Every day, we will match all the big box stores' prices on home appliances. That's right, no more driving to the big city or big stores. We have it all locally and at great prices and the largest selection and inventory in the area. Stop by, call us, or go online at hawkinshomeandlawn.com.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. The kickoff recovered there by Remy Wilson. Sophomore takes it all the way back to the 47-yard line. So Harlan, we got short field, 3:20 to go, and we just need 2 points. But 6 would work a lot better.
Well, Mike made a really good point just a minute ago. You got to look at the bigger picture. Here you are. You got 3.5 minutes to go. You're down by 1 at Glendale, and you got the football at midfield. You're in pretty good shape if you'll take care of it here.
Simpson's going to get under center. Man in motion. Miller in the backfield. Quick pitch right side. Miller goes right. Cuts outside. Not much there. He picks up maybe 2. They're going to get him to the 50-yard line, so that's a good spot. That's a pickup of 3, and it brings up 2nd down and 7. But the clock is now at 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Run it again.
And again.
They have not stopped West Plains on the ground tonight. So take another crack at it.
Miller in a deep eye. Fullback. Howell in front of him.
Quick out pattern, and that's 22 Hudson.
Gets the first down. They mark him all the way down to the Falcon 42. Clock stopped 2:37 on the first down, and it's 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
That is a first down for West Plains.
We need to score 6 points with about 2 seconds to go in the ball game. Simpson under center. Clock's running. Simpson looks to the sideline. Boys, the clock's running. 2:19. Simpson, quick pass out here again. Hudson to the outside. Hudson, stiff arm. Hudson had the ball kind of get away.
Boy, that was close to out of bounds hit.
Yes, but he's all the way down to the 31. That's another first down, and it stops the clock. And they're going to use Hudson. They're going to work him as long as that cornerback stands 10 yards back. They'll throw the ball to Hudson, let him make a move on him. Ball at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:09, clock stops.
But right now, you've really got Glendale's defense on their heels. So
yes, they do.
Just take it right at them.
Watson, right side. Handoff, Miller up the middle. Miller's hit in the backfield. Gets away. Miller to the sideline. Miller down the sideline. Cuts back against the grain. Miller down inside the 10.
What a run.
Down to the 6-yard line, and what a run by Heston Miller. And the Zizzers have it 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's the difference in a 2-yard run and a 25-yard run right there.
And let that clock run, baby.
You bet.
Don't start yet.
Well, you're either gonna win or lose the game right here. So just let it go.
This reminds me of a game we played in Jeff City a couple of years ago. We have the ball right here ready to go. Simpson turns Miller to Conyers inside the 5, down to the 3, down to the 4, somewhere in that area. It's 2nd down. Clock at 1:27. Get the ball in the end zone with about 2 seconds to go.
You've got 3 more cracks at it.
Yeah.
So,
but we have no timeouts.
It shouldn't matter with this much time left. Give it gosh right here.
Scissors go to the shotgun. Hafer. That's not a Hafer. That's Hughes. Option, right side. Simpson cuts it up. Didn't get in the end zone. He's going to be brought down. It's going to be at the 2-yard line. 3rd down and 2.
Keep your Keep your wits about you. You got plenty of time, 47 seconds. Now they get to play from the sideline. The ball is at the 2-yard line.
Ball's at the 2-yard line. Clock's 38 seconds. Zizzers trail by 1.
Take your time.
Simpson comes to the line of scrimmage. Looks things over. Simpson. Hudson comes in motion. Pitch left side, Miller. Miller cuts it up. Miller's in the end zone. Touchdown! West Plains scores. 19 seconds to go in the ball game. Zizzers lead 34-28, Harlan. That was what we're looking for right there.
And you know something? From the time they got the ball back, they really kept their head about themselves and really executed well. And there's a lot of pressure on that last minute, but they did their job perfectly.
Zizzers by 5, 33-28. No swinging gate here. We're going to kick the extra point. What a ball game. Larson kicks up. Kicks good. 34-28. Harlan, we're not going to go to commercial. We're going to talk about this big game right here.
You bet.
Zizzers lead by 6, 34-28 with 19 seconds to go. And Harlan, what are you going to do? You're going to kick a little grounder down through there and make the ball bounce around a little bit, aren't you?
I'm going to kick it about 3 feet off the ground, about 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So if you want to catch it, catch it.
Yeah, but he can't kick it in the end zone because he's kicking against the wind.
Right. I put it just like the last kick that the receiver had to feel down between his ankles.
Yep.
Down there where he has to handle it and can't really get behind the wall and get to the sideline. Put it somewhere in the middle of the field and get down there and cover it.
Zizzers with a 6-point lead with 19.6 to go in the ball game. The Zizzers did what they had to do when they got the football back, went down and scored.
Here's something you got to remember, though. If Glendale has the ball on either side, you got to watch for a throwback to the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Because they're desperate right now. You got 19 seconds to go. If you're playing defense covering, you got to hold your ground and play your position.
Line drive. Bounces around. Picked up. No, it's not picked up. Down goes the receiver at the 21-yard line, and more importantly, 5 seconds off the clock. I'm going to have to stand up and watch the rest of this one.
Love that. That's a great kick.
Great kick, great coverage, 14 seconds to go. And you can kind of tell who won the ball game because there's some heads down on the sideline over here in the blue uniforms.
I wouldn't count it just yet.
Zizzers have Houston, Simpson, standing at the 50-yard line. The other 5 defensive backs are going to be standing about the 35-yard line. 3 guys are going to rush, and everybody else is going to play defense.
Really good place for the old hook and ladder play here. You got to be aware that might happen.
1 wide receiver wide left. 4 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Forbacher takes a snap, drops, pressure comes, throws it down the field. Houston runs under it. Houston catches it. Ball game. The sophomore wide receiver comes up with the interception. 5 seconds to go, and the Zizzers have got it wrapped up, and the Falcons are done.
They are. It's time to take a knee and go home. 5.8 seconds to go. Paul, as many issues as West Plains has had with penalties and whatever, they played the last 2 or 3 minutes of this football game, even defensively, even when Glendale scored. They played pretty good defense, but couldn't keep them out. But when they got the football back with over 2 minutes to go, they very calmly did their job and played the last 2 or 3 minutes really, really well.
Zizzers held the Falcons to 28 points. They're going to get the win. They're going to go to 2-0. They're going to be at home next Thursday night, folks. Next Thursday night, come out and watch the Zizzers play Hillcrest, and they'll look to go to 3-0. Play clock starts. Ball game's over. They're going to shake hands, maybe, and we're going to go home.
Absolutely.
With a W. Big win for West Plains tonight here against the Falcons. And you can tell it's a big ball game because the Zizzers are celebrating at the middle of the field.
34-28. You hold this team to 28 points, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
They won't be held to 28 very often. That's it tonight. Oh, well, that's not it tonight. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the wrap-up here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
School is back in session. New routines, fall sports, helping your kids with their homework. Who has time for laundry? Zizzer Coin Laundry on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains. They are here and ready to help you with your homework. Well, the laundry anyway. Drop off all your laundry and they will wash, dry, fold, and even press your clothes if you want them to. They do everything. But put it away. Zizzer Coin Laundry, next to R&R Tire in West Plains.
Some things you might not know about getting keys made for your vehicle. You do not have to go to the dealer to get keys made and programmed, and you do not have to wait for a company from the big city to drive down and do it for you either, which also means you do not have to pay expensive tow bills to get your car to the dealer. West Plains Lock and Key can cut and program keys for most vehicles new and old, and will come to you. Call West Plains Lock and Key 256-8862, where tradition meets technology.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back there with Harlan Hudson. We got two guys. We actually got about 5 people up here on the roof. They're having a pretty good time right now, Harlan.
Really good win.
A big win for the West Plains Zizzers.
Last week was any win's a good win. Last week was a win. This is a really good win, and the first road game for Coach Joel Wyatt, and they go to 2-0 and get the job done the last few minutes. They just were a little bit better in Glendale.
Yeah. Well, we talked about earlier, your most improvement should be from game 1 to game 2. The Zizzers proved that tonight because they got a lot better from last week against Bolivar.
You see that in football. I think you notice it more in football than you do in basketball because you have so many more games in basketball. But in football, you got a week to prepare, a week to work, and you see that improvement. This team in the white shirts and black pants are a better football team this week than they were a week ago.
Much better football team tonight than they were a week ago against the Bolivar Liberators at home. Well, they're not the Liberators anymore, are they? I take that back. Are they still the Liberators?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, next week we got Hillcrest at home, and it's on Thursday, folks. Thursday night. It's a big week or a big Thursday for the West Plains athletic programs. All kinds of stuff going on. So get out there and do your best to support the Zizzer Athletics as the West Plains Zizzers win tonight on the road at Glendale, and they get the victory number 2 in the Ozark Conference, and they'll be at home next Thursday in Harlan. It was a pleasure being back on the radio. I miss this stuff so much.
Well, we'll try it again here in a couple of weeks. Next week, Thursday night, we'll be at the McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium when Hillcrest will be the opponent as West Plains tries to start 3-0. For Paul Knight and Jim Lambert here to my left, providing the video, and Nate Hudson in the studio. West Plains wins it. They're 2-0, and we'll see you next Thursday night at Zizzer Stadium. Good night.